I mean, if you want to make a double bow, there's enough there, if you leave that on, to make a double bow. Or you can use a single one. Again, be careful and pop it behind the acetate. See, that was easy, wasn't it?
Right, always behind.
Always behind, and then it holds it in the right place.
Okay.
It's not moving around then.
Could we just show that again? Because I think we just missed that on camera, just to let people know about placing the top in. So again,
put it back in for you?
Please,
okay, no
lovely.
problem. So, again, be careful, they are springy. Squeeze it together and hold it tight. Pop it through the lid, and then pop it behind the back. Ooh, pop it behind the back of the acetate.
Perfect.
And it just springs out, back open, and holds it all together.
Now on the top, I know this through personal experience of some of my mum's older baubles that she had. Sometimes I'd have to squeeze that top in to make it secure. Does that just go on top and it stays in place?
That's fine. Now they do bend if you're not careful, but they easily bend back. So you can squeeze it, and it's, you know, but it's quite solid.
Perfect.
Quite secure.
Now, with this, you can see here that lovely image, and with that snow in the background, and just in the foreground as well. It's as if that fairy there is just sitting there on the snow. Maybe it snowed all night on Christmas Eve, ready for Christmas Day, and she's there with her lantern. It really is absolutely delightful. Now, you also get the ribbon with it as well.
So, the slimmer section, first of all, cut it in half. It's got to last 2 baubles.
Okay. Because you actually get 2 in the kit.
My delicate scissors. I'm a delicate sort of person. It's been a country lass, I think, that does it.
Now, size-wise, for the baubles, they are 8 centimetres in diameter, so it's a really lovely size. And it might be that you're just going for one of these sets, and you might want to place them on a tree, like we've got them here in the studio. You might want to put them on your own Christmas trees. You know, those special baubles that you get out that just make a difference, that catch the eye when you come in the room.
Yeah, totally. Now, a lot of people can struggle tying bows. Loads of us tie in different ways. So this is just one option. I tend to loop it around my fingers. Squeeze it together, make sure your fingers can get out, and then just tie it off. Now it looks messy when you first start, but a little bit of work, a bit of a squeeze and pull, so you get it just how you want.
That was easy.
So, you know, we can play with ribbon all day long. I always like to finish it off with a swallowtail. I believe that's a technical term for it.
Swallowtail?
Swallowtail.
Yeah, it does look like a swallow's tail. I think it is.
It helps stops the ribbon from fraying, really, so there's a technical reason too.
Yes. I think our lovely producer Lottie would have called it a thinny end.
A thinny end or a thingy end?
Yeah, I think I would have called it a thingy end.
Right, I'm not going to tie this off just yet. I want the front one just slightly longer, and I'm going to tuck my bow inside. This is where you need hundreds of hands.
Yeah.
Tie that round, holding your bow in place. Pull. And then simply knot off the top.
And look how easy that is to
and
put
again,
together.
We'll have some thinny ends.
Swallow ends, thingy ends. That will stick now, I like that.
It is, isn't it? So there we go.
Oh, isn't that lovely? I love the tone of the ribbon as well. So, so pretty, so beautiful. I'll just hold that up for you as well, because, again, when that hangs and it just moves around, just absolutely beautiful. So moving that around, just around the back, you can see 8 centimetres in diameter, which is absolutely beautiful. So 2 of those in each pack, £11.49, 114 446 is the item number, and you've got different choices choices as well. Now, all the options are on the website, and you can head to the website and take a look at that, so you can pick and choose all of the different items that you want. So, for example, you have got the bauble making kit with the Enchanted, which is delightful. You've got the Josie, you've got the Jailer, and you've got the Woodland as well. If you want to go for all of them, then be my guest. I think I would do that. I really would. I don't know whether I have got a favourite now. I've seen them all. I just put them all in my basket. They really are beautiful, and it's something that you can possibly decorate the whole of your tree with if you go for the whole set. But it would make a really nice gift for somebody as well, whether it be at Christmas time or whether it be before Christmas as well, because remember, you can use these images all the way through. Now, let's take a look at the Woodland, which is on my left-hand side here. So I'm going to go around the back of the tree and come here. Now, with this, you get the stag and those two marvellous dancing hares. Absolutely love that. With this, you get the lilac and you get the organza ribbon. So you can make and create two of those for $11.49. And the fillers in the collection are the snow and the lovely shredded iridescent paper, and you can see that down the front there. So that's lovely lilac tones to that one. So that is your Woodland, and the stock update is approaching 1/4 of the stock gone. Now, the next up is the Jailer and the Aura. And that's those two just here. Lovely, delightful images. Again, the detail in here is absolutely remarkable. Lovely for the autumn time, but fantastic over Christmas and spring as well. Now, in this particular set, you get the two baubles, you get the two inserts, you also get the blue tissue paper down the front and the shredded iridescent, which is beautiful and captures the light so perfectly, and you get the silver organza ribbon. And you get a metre of each of those. That's absolutely perfect. So really nice tones with that as well. We'll move along. And this one, if you take a close look, this is the Josie. If you take a look at this one right here with that dandelion clock, if you look, if I hold that paper behind there, you'll see, can you see that faded detail in the background, giving it a little bit of depth? I love that. Putting all of that thought into the design of this, it really is incredible. And a beautiful image as well. She's just about to blow that wish away. I wonder what she's going to wish for. What would you wish for? Maybe you're wishing for these. 802262 is the item number. £11.49 if you want to go for these. Absolutely gorgeous. Those little mushroom houses as well. And again, if you want to paint these, you can do. So you could put the lights on. Maybe there's the families are in home in those toadstools and they're right there waiting for Father Christmas to arrive. Now, with this, you get something a little bit different inside. You get purple and green feathers and you get the green organza ribbon. Which is brilliant. So you get two of the baubles there, the two images that we've just shown you, and then the colour tones to this, those lovely feathers. So these are going to look completely different to the other two with those fillers. Now, the next one along, and I'm just going to move along, I'll pick that up in a moment, here is the Enchanted. Ah, yeah, there, ah, yeah. And these two images here, otherwise beautiful. So you've got the little village there. Again, if you wanted to paint this, that would look nice with the dark sky behind. It could be the snow in front. It could be a lake in front if you want that to be. You can have the lights on in those windows. Maybe it's Christmas Eve in the church and the lights are on, and the lights are on in everyone's houses, so they're all waiting again for Father Christmas to come along. And then you've got that lovely snail there with the image and the lamp, and the fairy with the lamp. And 1/4 of the stock of these have gone. £11.49. I know, it is an incredible deal, and you get two baubles in each set. It really is an incredible deal. In this particular set, you get the snow, you get the lovely delicate white feathers, and then you get that gorgeous pink organza ribbon. It really is beautiful. Right, we're going to ask Amanda to come back in. Here she comes. Can you imagine if you came in one of the little baubles just floating around?
I could do with an afternoon like that. I really could.
Because that's the images you get with fairies as well, isn't it? In the little baubles that just fly around.
They're just so magical. Like you say, you've shown them all the details. The details are just stunning.
Yeah.
It's no different from the stamps that Tracy produces. Yes. They're just fantastic. They're fantastic to have about. They're fantastic to handle. I mean, I sat down with a bunch of my nieces and nephews, young ones, and we made quite a few of these last year.
Yeah.
Tracy and one of the design team ladies, Lynn, actually came up with this idea together and worked on it and produced it to get it to this stage. It's fabulous. It's fabulous
I
work.
think it is something that you can make with the kids as well, because it is easy to do. If you just want to put the filler inside and then put that lovely image on the acetate inside the bauble, and then maybe put, as this one, maybe some glitter on the outside, or some snow. So easy to do and so rewarding as well. So if you are making these with children, for example, in mind, and you want to make them very, very quickly, very, very easily, I think the effect that you're going to get is going to be absolutely stunning afterwards. I really do. Right, which one are we going to take a look at now?
Right, I want to show you the feathers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because there is a bit of a technique with this. They don't have to go everywhere either. I've got a cat. She loves feathers.
Oh, really? Oh, gosh.
Absolutely adores them.
My little Jack Russell would be just going mad at feathers. Feathers, flies, anything that flies around.
So we've got the same again, and I don't want to waste too much time with the cutting out. Like I say, it is easy, and we have got some ready.
But remember to leave that tab on. Remember, because that's very,
really
very important.
And again, careful. It will spring, so hold it. They're actually quite strong.
What I like about the baubles as well, they're not so delicate that they're going to break if that spring suddenly comes open.
No, they're not, not at all. And again, a gentle roll. Pop it in the hole. Oh, poet and didn't know it.
What did you
Sorry,
say?
gentle roll, pop it in the hole. don't not forget how to do this in a rush.
Very good. Gentle roll and pop it in the hole.
Yeah, there you go.
You went for Christmas wrap. Christmas wrap.
Christmas wrap. Oh, you're as bad as me. Right, I'll tell you what. I think what I'm going to do is just split this open a tad to get at those beautiful feathers. Now I'm using tweezers for this job.
Okay.
Because you can just pop them in.
Now this might sound a silly question. Are they real feathers or are they faux feathers?
They're real feathers. They are real feathers. I think you can, I mean, you could pretty much use anything, you know, all your leftover little bits of ribbon that you have at Christmas time.
Yes.
You could use that. The kids wanted to put sweets in, I must say, and I guess as long as they're wrapped, I was just worried about the little fingers and the springs.
Yes.
Because they'd want to get the sweets out themselves.
I think I would as well.
But so we had to stop, we had to draw the line there, but everything else was being used.
It would have been a nice idea to put sweets in there, but you're quite right. They'd only be on the tree for 10 seconds and I'd be up there trying to get the sweets out if it was me.
Yeah. So it's just take your time, have a nice relaxing day, just stuffing baubles with whatever you want to put in there, really. I mean, everything's...
I love those feathers because it's almost like a misty
it's
effect.
soft, isn't it?
Someone's blown some smoke in there.
It is very soft. And again, it's up to you how full you want to make it, you know, it doesn't have to... That's the tricky bit, isn't it? Finding out which bit's plastic and which bit's feather. I mean,
feathers are lovely for me personally. I don't know about people at home, but for me personally, I always associate it with someone that I might have lost in my life. So, you know, I see a feather and I think, oh, you know, I think about my little dog that passed away, or I think about my mum, or I think about a family member that's no longer with us. I don't know. That's just me. It's just how I think. And so something like that, really, in a bauble like this, if you're giving it as a gift, would be really, really sweet.
That's a lovely idea. Yeah. A memory bauble.
Yes. That's a good... Yes.
Like that. I like that idea a lot.
You could pop a little memory in there as well on a little scroll of paper.
Wouldn't that be lovely? That's really special. Yeah, I like that idea a lot. They do make fantastic gifts, actually. You know, they really do. You get the pleasure of making them and the pleasure of giving them.
Yeah.
But there you go. So they're all in.
Isn't that lovely? And again, it's those effects of the feathers. They're lovely, they're
gorgeous,
lightweight, they're delicate, but it just looks like that smoky image. And again, like the mist that comes up at Christmas time. Love that with all the fog. Beautiful.
Again.
Beautiful. And again, we don't have to paint these. The images themselves with what we place in the baubles really make them magical.
It's completely up to you. Oh, you know what I nearly forgot?
Go on.
Chop the tag off. What did I say? Don't forget to chop the tag off.
Yeah, always do that.
You'll never get it in there else.
Come Christmas time, when you're walking through garden centres in particular, they have some wonderful baubles in there. They really are lovely. But the price tag on them, oh my goodness. They're about £11.99 just for one. Just for one. So with this, you're getting two that you can make and create. They really, really are delightful, and they're personal as well.
Yeah. I like your idea of putting the little memory in.
Do you?
Yeah, you could put a photo in as well.
Yes.
If it's a baby, a
Yeah.
first birthday or a first baby's Christmas.
Yeah, that would be nice. I do have some good ideas.
You do, yeah. Very good. I'm impressed. There you go. I just wanted to straighten it up. You know how we can be as crafters sometimes. Right, shall we have another bow session? The way I do it. So I just loop it around my fingers, squeeze them together, and then simply tie them in a knot. And again, messy to start off with. Actually, that weren't bad, was it?
No, it was good, wasn't it? It was very. And it's a nice Hochanda pink as well.
Excellent. There you go. That didn't take a lot of playing with. I think one of those bow ties. You know, there's things with sticks, isn't there? You can make the big fancy double bows and
like the bow makers you can get.
Yeah, one of those would be quite good for this.
You've just had.
I'm sure people have got one out there that have had them for years and don't use them anymore.
Yeah.
Well, they can bring them out of retirement now. Pop that through. Again, I try and put about half, just a little bit over half.
I was just thinking, you know, this would be a really good idea. You know, Secret Santa come Christmas time?
Yeah.
You know, where everybody, at work, for example, and you want to buy some presents for your friends at work, well, some of them anyway, it gives you an idea that you could get some of these, and then you could make them and create them and give them as a gift. You could put them in a little box. It'd be a real nice gift.
It would, wouldn't it? You could get really corporate as well if you wanted.
Yes, because I'd use the Hochanda pink.
There you go. And again, pop that up, level it off, and tie it off. I want to show you a couple of the baubles that have been made slightly differently, because you'll get fed up very quickly of me doing this.
Not at all. No, we will. We'll show you some lovely examples, and I might think about who I would give them to. To my friends here at Hochanda. I could associate, because you can associate the images, aren't you? With your friends and families. That's what's so lovely about these. Isn't that lovely? So that one...
Fabulous, aren't they? Yeah.
That one I would give to Howard, our floor manager, because he's in the house. And he's looking after
We'll
the
save
house.
that one for you, Howard.
So that is lovely. That is lovely. But we'll have a look at some of the samples, because they are pretty.
Look at
and
that.
this one's beautiful as well, with the grey. And this one here, this image, with the lovely fairy.
See, the glitter's been added.
I'll just twist that round. That one I would give to director Emily, because she's there looking around at all the detail, as she does when she's directing here at Hochanda.
So she likes that one. She had a good look at that one. So that's been stuck on over the top.
That's a good idea.
And if we go further down...
Yes, which one? Oh, can we pick up one of the ones that have got colour in the back, the green one?
Yeah.
Is that all right if I just pick this one up? Oh, that's the same image that you've just seen. I want to show you a different one. Oh, here you go. Yeah, the I can never say that.
Aurora.
Aurora. I went to Sweden as well this year. Oh, let me have a look. Right, that's
pretty?
lovely. Now that one, I would get my producer, Lottie.
Oh.
Because that fairy is out, she's picking all the berries to go back and look after her family, and that's what our Lottie does. She looks after us all. She is our mama. Yes, she is. Even though I'm old enough to be her grandma, she is like my mama. There really is. Now, this looks different, and it looks green. So how have you done this?
This has got alcohol ink dribbled over the top.
Okay.
So
is it on the outside?
Yeah, she's done it on the inside.
Oh my
so
goodness.
she's tipped it tipped it in. It's got its yellow all over, so she's given it a coating of yellow, swirled it round, emptied it out, and then the darker green. You'd have to be careful doing that. That's a lot of work. She's done well there, hasn't she?
Very.
Beautiful.
And you'd also have to make sure that it's dry before you put anything else inside.
Alcohol ink dries almost immediately.
Oh, you see, that is absolutely beautiful. And again, you can see how individual you can make these baubles, and you can really add your own design to them. Absolutely gorgeous. That really does give it depth, though, doesn't it?
It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. And it's the same with some of them that I think there's a mushroom one over the other side of the tree that's all coloured in on the background. Shall I get it?
Yeah, you go and grab that, because I'd like to show you some different ones as well. And this one, we've coloured the bauble. I like to say we, it's the royal we. And this one is absolutely delightful. And how have you made that?
Look at that. So on there, now I might be wrong, because we've got no names on these. This looks, I'm not sure if it's a Karen or a Pauline. It's very bright, very colourful. They've used alcohol ink, and it looks like it's been painted on. And then they've used perfect pearls. There's little drops straight on top, and a glitter that they've added there too. I don't know if you can.
That is lovely.
There you go. So you can see all the shine.
And I don't want to state the obvious, but that was actually done outside the bauble.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So that's all strong enough to be able to roll up and put it in.
Just make sure it's dry and pop it in, and again, make it look totally different. And that's why you can buy 2 or 3 of these sets, because each one will look totally different. You can make your own range. Let's take a look at the website, because we've got more items for you. We've got some stamps for you, and these are coming up at 3 o'clock today here on Hochanda. Oh, 4 o'clock, sorry. So we've got some great stamps coming up, and if you, I don't know whether seeing these on your television actually does them justice, because the detail in each and every one of these is absolutely extraordinary. They are wonderful images, again, something you can use all year round. You can use them for Christmas, like the Green Man, for example. You've got that lovely, gorgeous houses in there as well, and the trees. We're very busy for these, so we're just giving you a sneak preview. Please get ahead, shop ahead on the website. We're always very, very busy when we have Lavinia shows, very busy when we have the stamps as well. So there's a sneaky peek. They are available to buy now, but we'll be demonstrating them at 4 o'clock here on Hochanda. But there's your sneaky peek to get ahead of everyone else. Right, we are talking about baubles, but not just for Christmas, Amanda.
No, all times. I think I have a wish tree at home, and it has these baubles on, and it depends what mood I'm in.
Yes.
And I can change the tree. I move round.
Oh, right,
I don't like things. I don't know if it's the art side of me, but I do shove things round. So it means I can change ribbon colour, and it fits a different room.
Yes, that is a good idea,
so,
isn't it?
You know, you can use it at any time. And like I said, they'd make beautiful birthday presents, Christmas presents.
Yeah, they really would.
Easter.
Sorry, one of those has just fallen down. That was my fault. It just wasn't put back up. So Howard isn't in the house. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Shall we take a look at the woodland? And let's take a look at these woodland, and let's take a look at some of the samples as well, if you can find those on this wonderful tree. For me, I love these images because I live near a deer park in Leicestershire, and Amanda knows the said deer park. So these images for me mean something to me. So the deers, and also the actual hares mean something to me, because I was born in March. And hares are associated with March, with Mad March. Sorry, I'm just going to turn this around. It's all good, isn't it? There we go. Let me pick this one up. So there is your stag. Absolutely beautiful. A little red ribbon on there, so very, very Christmassy. And that is with the iridescent filler on the back, as you can see there. No colour used on the acetate, which is beautiful, because you're getting the colour and you're picking that up.
That's right.
From the iridescence.
Yeah. It would be a shame to lose that little bit of sparkle, and it does. I like that filling. It gives it a glow. It is more Christmassy, but it does give it a glow.
Yeah. Now, a third of the stock of the woodland has gone, so maybe this means something to you. Maybe you were born in March, for example, and that's why you like those mad dancing hares. Or maybe stags are just a great image for you. They're very, very popular at the moment. So that is the stag just there. I'll just pop. There you go. Beautiful.
Oh, we
I don't know if we've got any of the hares on there, have we? Let's just turn these into... No, there you go.
Can't see one. No.
Okay. Perfect. So let me place that, pop that back on there, because we need it to go back on the wish tree. So that's one set just there. We'll move on to the next set. And this one is the Jayla and the Aurora. Got that. And again, we've got lots of these on the tree, so we'll just... Do you want me to pick them off, or do you... Oh, there you go, you can capture them. So there's the one that I'd get for our lovely Lottie, because it's like a mama fairy there. Love the wings, I love the detail as well, coming around on the trees.
I like how that one's been coloured in. It does make it stand out, and it looks like there's gems. There's gems on the top, look.
Yeah.
And a little flower. It just shows, add your own mark.
Yeah.
You
The
know.
versatility of them, it's lovely. I mean, my mum used to have a lot of the larger baubles from, you know, they were quite antique actually, and they were so beautiful, and I don't think you can get anything like that today until I saw these. And they really took my imagination when I came into the studio. And again, with this one here, which is beautiful, and that one...
That's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
The colouring on that looks like alcohol ink on that one.
Yeah.
To me too.
I like the way the ribbons have been mixed up on that as well.
Yeah, it looks very pretty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's a couple about with double bows, like we were talking about earlier. Not so easy to tie with your hands.
No.
You can do it, but you need a little bit longer ribbon, I think, and a bit of practice. But it's much like this one, if I can show you this one.
Now, we are extremely busy at the moment. We have got 3-minute queues. And with the 3-minute queues, it does mean we are getting through your phone call, so please do bear with us. But what we are doing is suggesting that you go... We're suggesting that you go to the website, because that would be one of the best ways to order and the quickest way to order, and then you can choose 2 or 3 sets if you want to. Remember, you get 2 baubles in each set, you just get to choose. So this one here, again, lovely, lovely image.
Isn't that beautiful? Now that's been coloured on the outside of the bauble. With, again, alcohol ink. So, and there's silver. It almost gives it a snowy effect.
Yeah, it does.
But it adds that little touch. You can see it when I turn around. That little touch of colour.
Again, is that on the outside or the inside?
That's on the outside.
Would you ever put anything on the outside? Do you think it would...
I think you'd have to... Well, other than gems, I love the glitter one we saw earlier.
Yes, the glitter one is absolutely gorgeous.
But I don't think they really need anything else. You wouldn't want to hide the image.
No.
After all, that's what it's all about.
Well, I guess it's your imagination that you are going to add to this. So we've seen 2 of those sets. We have got the Josie duo just here. So you've got your lovely mushrooms there. I wonder who's in home at the Mushroom Village. I wonder if everyone's out, maybe having a bit of glühwein, out with the kids on a Christmas market or something like that.
Sounds nice.
It would be nice.
Yeah.
Now, 40% did you say of the stock has gone? Sorry, a quarter of the stock of those have gone, and 40% of the previous set. So a quarter of the stock of these have gone, and these have got the lovely green feathers in there. They've got the purple feathers, and they've got that great green organza ribbon. But of course, you can add to these if you want to. You don't have to use a green ribbon. You can change it if you want to. We've also got another set for you available on the show, and this is the Enchanted. Are we going to oh, okay, sorry, we're just moving on to the Enchanted, which is just over here, which again is lovely. With this, we've got the village, and we've got the fairy that is riding on that snail. So like Father Christmas has Rudolph, this fairy has her snail. And did you know, Amanda, that there is a lefty and a righty when it comes to snails?
Really?
Yes.
No, you know,
It's all to do with the curl, or which side that swirl is on, whether it's on the right or the left. And apparently there are only very, very few lefty snails out there. So if one is found, they try and mate them. Ooh. And they did find one. And then they found another one to mate, but then they realised they were both girls, so they weren't going to produce any little babies, so it was unfortunate.
Oh,
but they lived happily ever after. So that's just a little fact for you. So with that, a third of the stock of that has gone. Right, we're back with Amanda. We're going to see how we put these together. If you do have any questions, we'd love to hear from you. It's studio@hochanda.com, or maybe leave a message on our Facebook, or if you want to come through to the studio, we would love to hear from you.
That would be nice.
We really would. Yeah, it would.
That would be nice. If you've got any questions, I'll try and answer them.
Yeah.
This is the pack, so this is how you'll get it.
Okay. Minus the mug.
Minus the mug,
unfortunately.
Yeah, I pinched that from Tracy's house.
It's lovely, isn't it? I'm going to try and pinch it from you.
It's very nice. So you can see the two images quite clearly, what you're working with.
And this set is from...
This has got the Jlar.
The Jlar and the Aurora.
So you just pop them out. They attach them so that they don't slide around and get damaged.
Okay.
So again.
And again, the best way to cut these out, if you know, people at home using small scissors, you think larger scissors are better?
I like the control because you can keep it moving. With bigger scissors, it's not so sharp.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a little nervous about it, you're best to try and cut onto the black. I mean, they fit perfectly. You can always take them out if it's not right. If you got a pair of tweezers, you can always get them out and trim it down to how you need.
If somebody would prefer to use a craft knife, can you cut through the acetate as well?
Yes. I'm not very good. I'm not allowed craft knives. I'm a little bit accident prone. So me and craft knives, we don't get on. So I'm allowed big scissors.
Now we've had a question.
Oh.
We've had a question through, and somebody. Do we know the person's name who emailed it? Oh, it was Leslie. Sorry, Leslie emailed in. She'd like to know how we colour the baubles and what we colour them with to get the best effects. I
think alcohol inks are the way to go with these. I haven't coloured too many. But the ones I've seen that have been done using alcohol are fabulous. You can choose your colours, they dry quick, and from how it sees, I don't know, I've not tried it myself, but it looks like they roll up and go into the bauble beautifully. I have used Pro markers, and they colour fabulously. I think the alcohol ink gives it a better colour.
Yeah.
They're more intense. So it depends what look you want, I suppose, really.
I think as well it's all to do with the fact that it dries quicker. Because if you're anything like me, you just want to colour it and get it in there to make and create. So right. Yes, any of your alcohol inks or your alcohol markers, make sure it's dry, it'll roll up perfectly again, and you can place it inside. And it's a good idea to maybe colour the baubles from the inside, like this one. Here's a good example of that. So you've got the alcohol ink on the inside, it's just dribbled around, which looks very, very effective.
Fabulous,
and then allow that to dry. Please allow that to dry, but then it gives you that wonderful effect. And if you want to go over maybe the inside of the bauble, which is done here in that lovely sort of light yellow.
Let's use this.
Love
I like
that.
this colour.
Right.
I want to use this one.
Go on.
I want to use this one.
Iridescence,
Let me use
yes.
this one. Yeah. This is, see, so I cut that out, and we'll same way.
And this is all pre-shredded as well.
Yeah. So just tease it out so it loosens off a bit, and then you can start. Don't forget to hold your tag.
It's like threading candy floss,
It
isn't it?
is. Good analogy. I like it.
Equally as sweet, though.
I'm sure people. I'll be interested to hear how people manage with their fillers and how they find best to fill. They're quite new on the market, so we're all still learning.
It'd be lovely to see the pictures of these when you get them home and make them and create them.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it really would. Maybe in situ as well, if you're going to hang them up on a wish tree. Maybe you've got an area in your home you just want to hang it from. Maybe you know, you want to remember somebody. We were talking about the flowers and using, sorry, the feathers, and using those like a remembrance symbol, which would be lovely. You could put a little wish in there as well if you want to, maybe someone's name on a scroll, and place that in. So many different ways to make and create with these, and so many lovely gift ideas as well. So it would be lovely, lovely to see what you do with these when you get them home.
I do like your memory, the memory idea. I love that. And you can actually, I suppose, make a little time capsule as well as your children grow up. You know,
that'd be a good idea.
The lock of hair.
Oh,
I don't know if people still save their first lock.
Probably do. A tooth. Imagine that.
Tooth, yeah.
Yeah, the tooth fairy.
I don't know what that would be like after a few years though. No. So it's going in. A little patience. It's not too bad. It just takes a little time. I like using the tweezers because you can move it to where you want it as you're filling. I love this.
Colours in it are lovely,
gorgeous,
aren't they?
isn't it?
Mm. It's almost like there's tiny little LED lights in there. There's not. There isn't any light in there, but it's almost as if there is with how it shimmers on the light here in the studio. And we'll do it at home as well.
So we'll try and tuck it in. If there's some bits that are being particularly awkward, we can lose them as we trim the top.
Now, if anybody is looking at these thinking, I want to make and sell these, can they?
I don't see why not. I don't see why not. As long as they're not copying the image themselves, you know, if they're buying the kits, then that wouldn't be a problem. I think if you start copying the acetate, that would become an issue.
So if you're making and creating as they are, it'd be lovely for your craft markets come Christmas.
It would, wouldn't it? Mm. That would be nice.
Especially displayed like we've got it here in the studio.
Oh,
It'd look lovely.
Doesn't it look lovely?
Yeah, it really does.
It made me smile. When we finished, it just looked gorgeous. There's nothing wrong. There's not many things in this world that really make people smile or give them that little instant smack of, oh, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that pretty? And when you do, I think you should enjoy it.
Yep.
Right, and this is the slimmer ribbon. And I'm sure if you're anything like me, you're going to have masses of ribbon at home too.
Okay.
So mix it like we've seen, mix and match.
If you didn't want to use the ribbon, if you've got something else in your home, you could use that. Yeah, well, there's a couple with vine. That's like a vine ribbon. There's a couple behind me on the chandelier. Oh! I didn't even see those. That's a lovely idea. So, as long as they're away from the bulbs, you know, it's not a problem. Love that. Looks lovely, isn't it? Yeah, like a little collage. Really like that. Some love, and they're lovely with that vine as well. How lovely. Could be a gateway to your garden. Well, I was just thinking, this time of year, the nice weather we've had, parties outside, it's the sort of thing you could hang from your trees outside, or your pagoda, or whatever else you've got out there. Yeah. You know? That would look lovely. That really would. Wouldn't it show it off? Weddings? Wedding baubles. Oh, wedding baubles. That would be nice. If you've got that magical theme. Maybe you're getting married at Christmas time. Oh, wouldn't that be beautiful? Yeah. Swallowtail. The ribbon's beautiful. It's beautiful to use. Yeah, it looks really good quality. Yeah. It ties really well. Pop that through again. A little bit longer on the one at the front. I like the colour of that ribbon. It works really well, doesn't it? Grey is it's a very in colour at the minute, in home decor. It's beautiful. And it goes with so many colours. I love grey and pinks together. There you go. Bring it up together. Tie the top off. They're just lovely to make. They are. They're really,
really nice tomato. You can make it
excuse me,
as intricate as you like, I guess. Now we've seen some samples that they've used all different types.
So intricate, so beautiful, and so easy to put together. A lovely project to do with your friends. A lovely project so you can give them as a gift to your friends as well. It's absolutely gorgeous, and the iridescence in that.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think the designs are so clever, timeless, delicate. They have been, you said it earlier, they've been well thought out.
Yeah, they really have.
The designs.
They really have. And remember, you get these baubles in a set of 2, and you choose which ones you want. Oh, sorry, someone's a little bit sniffy. Someone's got my nose. Sorry about that.
Who have we
right.
made that one for?
Oh, that one. Let's see the image on there. That one, I would... oh, that's Emily. That's Emily, director Emily. Foraging away
Emily.
and having a look at all the different detail in there.
You know, can I just say, the design team have done such a wonderful job.
Yes, they have. They really have.
They're gorgeous. They weren't the easiest thing to get through the post backwards and forwards without breaking things.
Yeah.
So, but they survived beautifully. The bows have handled it. It's been fabulous. And the girls back at the office have been working all through the weekends.
Oh, bless them.
To get these all ready.
And
for today.
although they're delicate, they're very robust as well, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah,
because they're not made of glass. They
no.
look like they are, but they're not. They're going to be very, very easy to handle and make.
Well, they would go through the post and say, well, this is how we've received them. So in little boxes, you could post them on to people. You know, I've got family in Australia, and there's nothing wrong because they're light.
That's true.
They're not going to cost a fortune as a present to send.
Oh, lovely. That would be lovely. Right, let's take a look at the stamps that we've got available. At 4 o'clock today, we have got some fabulous stamps for you, so please do shop ahead. This is a sneaky peek for you before the 4 o'clock show, and you can buy before the 4 o'clock show, which many of you have been doing, and we are approaching 20% of the stock gone already. We've also got that fantastic Zen border, and that celestial tree. I really like that tree. The detail in that is incredible. As you see going up the trunk as well, you've got all of those branches that have perhaps been there before, but then the tree has grown up. I really, really love that. And I love that Zen border as well. Beautiful, beautiful detail in that. Only £16.99. We've also got, oh, this is lovely, isn't it? That lovely, cute fairy inn and the snowflakes as well. You're getting 4 stamps, so you can use the snowflakes perhaps over that house as the snow is falling down. Really love that. Very, very enchanting. And that's only £12.49. And we are approaching 20% of the stock gone already. Bearing in mind, these are the feature for the 4 o'clock show today, so you can buy ahead. And this one is the Green Man. Love that image there. And again, you can have that in green, you can have it in brown, but it really, really is very, very effective. And you also have the sentiments as well. So you're getting 6 stamps, and you're approaching 1/3 of the stock gone. Honest, haven't you, with people at home?
You've got to.
If you've got to blow your nose, you've got to blow your nose. There's nothing worse than not blowing your nose when you need to. So anyway, those are the stamps that we're featuring in the 4 o'clock show today. Let's head back to what we've got in this show, because we are very, very busy throughout. These are so delightful. They're going to make gorgeous gifts. They're going to be wonderful to decorate your home, whether it be at Christmas time or whether you've got them throughout the year. Now, we are approaching 40% of the stock gone of the woodland option, which are there. So you've got the fabulous dancing hares and the stag there. Just maybe, I was going to say howl. Stags don't howl, do they? They call out. They call out to their mates. So you've got the lovely stag there. 11.49 if you want to go for those. 855 214. And if we've got any on the tree, we've got one just here with the red ribbon on, which is beautiful. And you can see there we've got that iridescence. We've got some stars on the outside of that.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
She's plaited the top as well, if you notice. At the top there's a little plait. It looks like silks.
Yeah, that's sweet, isn't it? Beautiful,
So,
that is.
Yeah, using other skills.
Yeah. Yeah, using all
Other
your
crafts,
crafting skills. Right, so that is your woodland. We've also got another option just down here, which is your Jaylar and your Aurora. And with that, you get the iridescence shred. I love that. And you get the blue wadding. You also get the grey ribbon. And we're approaching 40% of the stock of that gone as well. 855214. If you want to go for that one, which is equally as beautiful. And then we have got on here the Josie, and we've got those lovely, gorgeous images there of the village, the fairy village. Love the intricate detail that you've got in this on the fairy rings as well. And if you can see, if I just put my hand behind there actually, can you see the image of the clocks just faded into the distance? Love that.
Beautiful,
absolutely love
isn't
that. It really, really is. If you want to go for those, $11.49. Remember, you're getting 2 in the set. And then on the other side, just over there, we've got the Enchanted. Love this with that snail, the fairy riding there, maybe in the night time. Maybe she's going to the church service, who knows. But then we've got that lovely village scene as well. And that would look lovely as it is with the wadding in there. Or maybe, because you get feathers with that, it'd look nice coloured in, so you could colour in the windows.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, it really is beautiful. So the feathers with that one, and then you get the snow as well with that gorgeous coloured ribbon. Been so popular. You're going to so enjoy these when you get them home. You really, really are. If anyone's watching and they're thinking, shall I go for these? Are they difficult to make and create? What would you say to them?
They're really easy. You pick it up really quickly. They're fabulous to make. They're really relaxing.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah, if you do get your pro markers or your alcohol pens out and start colouring them in, it's mindful. Yes, it's just really, really nice to do, and so rewarding. They look fabulous when they're made. They look professionally bought. Yes,
they certainly do. You might want to buy these and sell them. They are lovely, they are delicate, they are beautiful. They're decorations that you're going to have throughout your home all the year round. What a lovely, lovely gift for somebody, not just for Christmas. But we have been very busy. You can buy in between the shows. Amanda, thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been lovely.
Yeah.
It makes a nice change. I'm not inky.
Yes.
I'm not messy.
It does make a difference. We'll see you later at 4. You stay right where you are, because we've got more coming up. Craft Buddy One Day Special is coming up next with our Dave and Dawn. Threaders Embroidery Transfers with Lizzie will be back a little later on. And then we're introducing La Blanche at
Hi, I'm Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp here in the UK. Teamwork makes the dream work, and at Clarity we are designers and manufacturers of, dare I say, beautiful, top quality and award-winning craft products. We are home to the very first, the original transparent art stamp. We hand make them here in Kent, and our talented illustrators are always coming up with new original concepts and wonderful artwork. In addition, we design and manufacture top quality stencils and masks. In fact, we also make precision cut reusable masks for our stamps. Since January 2017, we are also the new owners of Pergamano International, bringing together a wonderful blend of old and new parchment art. We are so fortunate to be able to showcase our newest and best products here on Hochanda, and to be able to demonstrate our art ideas to you, our Hochanda friends. So if you would like to learn more about Clarity stamping, stencil work, parchment art, both groovy and traditional, please join us, myself and the Clarity team, here on Hochanda for ideas and inspiration.
Hi, I'm John Lockwood from John Next Door. I'm lucky enough to have been a guest on Hochanda since day one. I've been working closely with Crafts2 on the development of the John Next Door brand, and also working with their fantastic range of products. I'll be bringing you some fantastic shows that are combining the John Next Door and Crafts2 products. We'll be sharing things like the press cut dies, and some of the Find It media and some of the other fantastic tools, accessories and other products that Crafts2 bring to everybody at home. I hope you can join me on my crafting journey and learn some tips and techniques from me that I share with you. So don't miss the Crafts2 shows with me, John Lockwood, on Hochanda.
Hello there, a very good afternoon. Welcome back to another look at our one-day special. Yep, that's what we got for you for the next hour. Great to have your company. Look who's here.
Hello.
Dawn's back. Good to see you. You all right?
You too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, brilliant one-day special, amazingly popular. We've got two choices, spring and summer. Summer is that collection of gemstones you can see there, which is the most popular of the two, with the purples, greens, blues and pinks. The other option is your spring, which is basically those selections over there, the more pastel colours, your pastel pinks, yellows, gold and clear. And then you get all of these metal flowers that you can see here as well. There are 328 pieces all on the board here for us, Dawn. Look at this.
You've got 8 different designs, which is what you were just looking at there, but this is showing you the volume of what you're getting in the kit. Now remember, your gems are $3.99 a sheet, and you've got 4 sheets of gems, which is £16 worth of products before you begin, and then you've got all of these fantastic metal shapes. Now you can mould them, you can shape them, they are metal, but very light, Dave,
yeah,
so
right.
they're not going to weigh an awful lot, whether you're using them on cards, on mixed media projects, whatever you want to apply them on, even onto bottles or glasses or candles. You know, you can actually sort of bend them a little bit around some of those candles.
And the idea is that the gems that you're getting, spring or summer, will fit in the centre of these flowers as well. You may need to put a little bit of 3D glue gel or your hot glue gun or something like that for it to stay in place, but they are beautiful, aren't they? You can colour them with your alcohol pens as well if you want to, all sorts of ways of using them, but this is in addition to the gems that you're getting. Choose either spring or summer, you're only going to be paying $19.88. You've got a saving of £24 off the price. Now the summer option, 70% gone. The spring selection is just over 50% gone. So incredibly busy for it, very, very popular.
Now these are beautiful. If you take a little look at some of the samples here, and I want to say a big thank you to Naomi, to Jan and to Tracy, who helped me over the last couple of days to pull a few samples together for this, because it was a very last minute one-day special for me. So you can see there just how gorgeous those little flowers are, combined with all the other beautiful flowers that I've brought you over the last year. So you've got the diamante flowers, you've got the little rosebuds there on the show. These small satin rosebuds are also on the show. So they work really nicely, Dave, with lots of different looks. We love flowers. Flowers go on absolutely anything, and whether you want to use them with your die cuts, as you've got them there on the wreath, I think they work really nicely with the wreath. Now you do have the gems. You can see there just how beautifully the lilac gem just sits in the centre of that to make a statement. But of course we did have the metal stamens. They sold out earlier. You could use the die cut stamens. We do have those in a combination on the show with some of the dies. Just one laid over one of the die cut flowers, you can see how pretty that is. Or even using them in a combination with your lace motifs, that works really nicely too. So you could use one or two, you could use a lot more.
I love that card, look at that, just simple, just one metal flower with a couple of the gems in the centre. Beautiful peachy colour. That's in the spring set if you like that particular colour of gemstone. And here we are on some of the canvases as well. Decorating your canvases with the metal flowers too. Beautiful. There we are, look.
So pretty. Just to show you as well, you can actually colorise these, whether you're using solvent-based pens, so the purple has been done with the solvent-based pens, the gold has been done with embossing powder, and the white one has been done with gesso and then painted over with my lilac paints on the tips of there. So you've got different ways of actually colouring them as well.
Okay, so remember, if you want spring, you're going to get the pastel tones, which are the clear, the champagne, the gold, and the kind of coral colour. And if you want the summer, which is in the lead with 70% gone, you've then got the pink, the purple, the green, and also the blue. So slightly more vibrant colours. You get so many of them. They're all self-adhesive, but in the metal flowers, you'll probably want to use your hot glue gun or something like that, or some Collal glue gel.
And you see, those are the two colour options. So they're all lovely. It's definitely worth getting hold of 2 of these because of the price that you would have paid just for those gems. That's your spring there, so you can see you've got that gorgeous gold underneath there. That's lovely, that beautiful gold. You've got the ivory, you've got that lovely lemon, and you've got the peach, so that's your spring. Your summer gives you the purple, it gives you the blue, it gives you the pinky red, and it gives you the mint colour. So I think it's worthwhile because those gems would have been £16 just on their own.
So for £3 or £4 more, you've got all those wonderful metal flowers.
All of that. It's fantastic.
Now, let's move on to our dies. Now, these are always popular whenever Dawn's here. We've got a choice of 3 of the floral die collections. Maybe you've already got 1 or 2 sets already. Maybe you want to go for the second or the third one today. The first one that we got for you here, this one is called...
The exotic.
Exotic.
So this is one item code with 3 different options. So your exotic is the first one. So this one is the spiky flower.
Yeah.
So you can see here how gorgeous this is. Now, this is the first range of fantasy flowers that I brought to you, and lots of people use this, particularly my design team, use this one for Christmas poinsettias quite often.
So when you say a fantasy flower, it can be really whatever flower you want it to be?
Absolutely, yeah.
Right.
So it looks really lovely. That's one that Charlie did there. This is one that I did, because you've got all the different sizes, so you can layer them up. You can either make teeny tiny ones just by putting 2 of the smaller flowers together, or you can layer them all up one on top of the other to get really big blossoms. So that's the exotic. The next one is the country garden.
Country garden is this one. Just turn that around so you can see. There we are. All of the dies to do that, including the dragonfly. You've got your flourishes there as well.
And the butterfly, and this one has the stamen in, so if you missed out on our metal stamens, this is the one with the stamen. Now that particular card is just where it's been cut and embossed. So you've actually got the stamen already in the embossed detail on the flower. However, you have got the separate die to cut out all those additional stamens to build up that detail. And this is a really popular flower. This is a really beautiful one. You can see there where these have actually been wet and coloured, gives it a very different look. So that's your country garden.
And then the last one is your periwinkle, which is always very, very popular. I just turned that round. There we go, look. So that's what you've got.
The periwinkle, Dave, had completely sold out, and we have managed to get some stock back in just because everybody's been asking for it. It's the biggest flower that I've done, and it looks divine. This is one of my favourite cards there. But you can see how pretty it is. All 3 flowers work really nicely together. This is incredible value to get so many dies for £22.99, and I just think that they do come to life. This might be the last chance you have, because we said we weren't going to bring the periwinkle back at all, but we have brought back a small stock of it because of the demand on it. So do get hold of that periwinkle while you can.
Well, you choose which of the 3 you'd like, or if you want a couple of them, that's absolutely fine. £22.99, 224-448. Now, if you did want all 3 of them, that would open up a flexi order for you. If you wanted to spread the cost of all 3 of them over 2 payments, that would be just under £69, £68.97, and then that would be on flexi £34.49 today and £34.49 in 4 weeks' time if you want to go for all 3, which a lot of people have done in the past.
Yeah,
so.
they have done. They have been so popular. These are the first ones that I launched when I came to Hochanda. They're still going strong.
Yeah. Now look at these bracelets. These are kind of a druzy effect, these bracelets, and you're actually getting enough to make 8 bracelets in total. So you've got 8 of those wonderful druzy effect charms, and then you're getting all of these rose gold effect beads as well. And Dawn's got one on.
Yeah, you have got 2 different sizes in the beads, so you can do combined bracelets. This one is done with the larger. You see the beautiful colour reflections in that stone. So the stone is plain on the reverse side, and it has that wonderful druzy effect on the top of it. The one that I've got on is the biggest. Most of them are the smaller size. You're getting 8 of those speciality feature gems, and then you are getting all the fabulous beads. You can see the 2 different sizes there. You're also getting the elastic cord to put them on as well.
And you get, absolutely, the stretch is included too, and enough to make 8 bracelets. You can make them as big or as small as you like, and they're only £17.99 to make 8 of them. And we were saying before that you could probably at least charge £10, maybe even £15 for one bracelet.
Exactly. Janice was saying last night that she'd bought one very similar to this for her friend for her birthday, and she paid £17.99. So she said, you know, I was saying £9.99 a bracelet if you're making and selling them at craft fairs. I think that's a realistic price. Yeah. So you've got they look like natural gemstones.
Yeah, they do.
They do look like that natural mica that's been, you know, dug up from the earth.
And that lover's gold finish, that rose gold effect, is very, very popular. £14 off, it's at £17.99. Then we've also got the stamens as well for you. Now this is a bumper bundle. Now these are white, but you can colour them with your alcohol markers if you want to. You get 10 bunches, 15% of the stock is gone, 50%, beg your pardon, 50% of the stock is gone. You've got these little micro beads on these stamens here, which make them look so realistic. But you've got literally hundreds here. We could stand and count them, but it would take forever. £10.99, £9 off. Big seller in the earlier show this morning, 556992, and it makes all your flowers look so real.
It does. These do give you a touch of reality. So you've got 3 different bunches of pearl in different sizes, 2 different bunches of the micro bead glass ones, 1 bunch of beautiful sparkle, and then 2 bunches of matte effects. I made this card in the last hour, so if you want to see how to put those stamens in, you can watch back. I will try and show you again in this show how you insert them in the centre. So this is the daisy die that's also on the show, the blossom die and the fusilier die at the bottom. And they all look wonderful with having those stamens just popped in there.
Well, these particular stamens are brand new today, or brand new last night to be fair. 50% of the stock has gone. Now, we've also got at the back here our bows, our tied bows, all pre-tied for you. You've actually got a large quantity of these. There's 150 of them for only £12.99, so under 10 pence each. Really, really good value for money.
You get a big basket, well, you don't get the basket, but you get a big bag full of all of those. And I was just showing you how if you undo the bows, you will have the lengths of ribbon that you can then, of course, oh, I see now, that's another colour I missed. I missed the purple. I was trying to figure out that I got at least one of each colour on there, but I haven't. I've missed purple. There might be more.
They work out to 8p a bow.
Yeah, which is fantastic because it can be hard to tie smaller bows. But my point was, if you unravel some of the bows, if you want to do a band of ribbon on your card, you just need to iron it and that crease will come out, so you can iron them down. So great value there for 150 pre-tied bows.
Someone's had the patience to sit there and actually tie all of those bows for you. £12.99 the price. And then we've also got, of course, our flowers, I think we're going on to. Now, we think these flowers have been laser cut, because they've got a very natural looking edge to the petals, which is beautiful. And they're in all these wonderful colours as well. You get 40 of them, I think. 40 of them in total, and that's £19.99, saves £9. And there's 10 colours, 4 of each, basically.
Really nice, because you've got some dusty colours, you've also got those brighter colours, some darker colours as well. And I know that we do have those other flowers. We found them on the show. I'm just going to pick these up, because these are also on the show as well. So I put them in my little trays here, but if you can take the colour cards off the top, no, the card, if you show the cards, those are the 2 colour options, but you're getting loads and loads of them, Dave.
Okay, so that is your pastel over there. That is your vibrance, just there as well. We've lost one of them on the top there, but you get the gist. So those are the colours, and you get, remember, 100 of them in total for £11.99. Choose between your pastels or your vibrance. Choice is yours. Which one would you go for?
I don't know, it's hard to choose. Which came off them? Just dropped off, but they are lovely, and these are like a frilly flower. I call these my frilly flowers. So they're like ribbon that's been stitched. They're really very, very pretty. But they work. Everything works together so nicely.
It does. They're individual and they're beautiful, and they're £11.99 for all 100 of them. That's 610480. Now the MDF sentiments we've got for you. These are really lovely. They're very, very detailed as well. These are what they call heartwarming phrases. And you've got follow your dreams, best friends, cherish memories, reach for the stars, forever friends.
Friends forever.
Oh, friends forever, sorry. Live, love, laugh.
And bless this house, home sweet home, and home is where the heart is.
15 messages.
Some of them you are getting doubles in to bring you to the 15. You see here, just really nice for the plaques, which we're going to take you on to next. Just lovely finishing touches. I had put the best friends on this card as well. So if you like working on your 8x8 cards, they do fit within those formats as well quite nicely. But also all of your plaques, all your wreaths too. I use these a lot on the wreaths.
Now talking of plaques, as you were, we've actually got a lovely collection of plaques that you see. You've got circular, you've got hearts, and you've also got square as well. And you're getting 12 in total. And
they're 8-inch in size.
Right.
So they are the 8-inch size plaques. These are the nice big ones, so you can cover them with your 8x8 pads. Work really nicely. Great price for you. Lightweight plaques. You know, MDF is lightweight, but it's very strong, so it doesn't break easily. You can use it if you're making and selling. These are a good base for you to actually do, whether you put photographs on, whether you're using them with all different mixed medias. I mean, these are just some of what the design team have been making. So they give you different looks. So using them with the dies to create little plaques to hang on the walls. Use them them with various messages, use them with, you can see the reindeers there, Christmas one there too. Photographs look really nice on them as well.
Absolutely. We've got some gorgeous paper in a paper pad as well that would look fantastic on those plaques. But details of that on the website if you have a little look at hochanda.com. Now the plaques have 50% of the stock of the plaques is gone, okay? 1488 560 367. 560 367, your item number. Saves you £3 off the price for all of those. Now, we've also got the stencils as well. Actually, you could use those on the MDF plaques if you wanted to. These are 8x8 in size, and you've actually got the removable frame as well. So you've actually got the outside edge as well if you want to use that. £16.97. 417104 is your item number. So those are the 8x8s. And we've also got the 6x6 version of the stencils as well. So they're exactly the same shape and pattern, but they're just slightly smaller. And they're £11.97. 634421 is that item number there as well. We've also got the paper pad that I was talking about in black and gold. That's also on the show as well. We'll get that maybe a bit later to show you.
Now, I have got the beautiful moon rocks here in my hand because these are perfect to work with your one-day special. Now, there are loads of colours. There's actually 19 colours in the moon rocks. You're going to get an assortment of 10. If you did want the specific ones, then, you know, just make a little note on your order. They will do their best, I'm sure, to get them to you. But these are just gorgeous. Now, some of them have AB coating on them. So this one is an AB coating. You can see there how gorgeous that's an AB coating as well. So you're getting 8mm, 10mm and 12mm in them. They are absolutely gorgeous in the centre of your flowers. I'm sure you will either get an AB or you'll get a crystal clear in each pack because they're the most popular, but you will get a selection of these fabulous moon rocks. I mean, if you order 2 packs of them, then you would get one of each of every colour, I'm sure, and you get an extra one. So they'd make sure they've got a good selection.
Well, they are a half-price deal, which is pretty impressive. So you're spending what you're saving, basically. So maybe you want to go for 2 packs, double your saving. 212078 is your item number for those.
Well, so they're normally £3.99 a sheet. That just shows you what one of the moon rocks looks in the metal flowers. They're so pretty, which is why I brought those on the show as well. I think they're really nice. And just to show you the difference, if you were going with the one-day special, the gems in there are a disco cut, so they like a square cut onto them, and they have a beautiful shimmer. The moon rocks have a lot more higher reflection and lots of different cuts in them, which gives them that moon rocky effect. Excellent. So that's the difference between them. Okay, I have also got some new cardstock for you. We've got double-sided shimmer card now. Now, it's not often that you do get double-sided card, and very rare that you get it in such a good colour palette. Good point. So we've got 2 colour options here for you. So this is the light option. So you've got the lilac, you've got a mint, slightly darker than a mint green. You've got white pearl in here, you've got peach, you've got cream, you also have the mauve, I would say, there. Then going on to a peachy corally colour, and then your ivory at the back of there. So that's your light colour option.
Details are on the screen for it. 250 GSM at £16.99, and you get 80 sheets of double-sided there.
You do. Double-sided, and you normally would pay at least 60p a sheet, I would think. And this is your rich tones. So this is your gold. You've got your crisp white. Love the chocolate. Look at that. That chocolate is beautiful.
This is only 21p a sheet, believe it or not.
You've got your silver shimmer there. Then you've got the platinum. Look at that black. It's amazing. Like black with platinum flecks in it. You've got your old gold in there as well. So your old gold going through to that beautiful sort of burgundy verging onto a russet. And then you've got your orangey copper at the back of there as well. Really lovely.
They're the rich tones. Go for whichever you'd like. Only £16.99. And double-sided card for that price, just 21p a sheet, is pretty crazy.
Okay,
nice.
let's get crafting. So let me show you. We're going to have a look first of all at the one-day special, at some of the flowers. If you haven't seen this already, then all of these flowers, they can work in conjunction with each other, and they can sit inside. Some of them can sit inside of the others. So we could build up. I like that one inside the bigger flower there. You could paint some of them and then use the silver layers on top of them, so it gives a really pretty look.
So do you gesso it first, then paint it?
Yeah, that's what I've done. Exactly what I've done. We're going to show you that in just a second. So you can see we've got all of these different options. So what we can do, obviously, we are getting the gems with them. So if we want to, we can just put the gems directly into the centre of them. I would recommend that you put some additional glue into there as well, because that's not able to stick completely flat because of the little recess in there. So I would just use a little bit of my glue gun or some glue gel and pop that in there, and then I'm sure that it's going to stay for me.
Perfect.
So you've got that little gem on the inside of there, and it's lovely, that shimmer that works really nicely with that metal effect. Now if we wanted to colour this, of course, we can do absolutely that, and we have a whole host of different coloured pens in the solvent pen set.
Now we've got Dawn's pens here, they're in the show as well if you want them, and they're double-ended. You've got a bullet nib one end and a wedge nib the other, or alcohol pens as well, so they're permanent on things like ribbon and lace and metal. And they're 1988, you've got a £24 saving on that. 43.88 down to 19.88. Oh no, I beg your pardon, sorry. That's 34.76 for the pens down the bottom of the screen. There we are. Look, so 24 pens, 34.66, 187034. But that's got a discount. That's a £22 saving on that for the pens.
That's incredible. And what I've done here is picked all the best colours, the most popular colours that I use. So I've given you turquoise, I've given you royal blue, I've given you purple and pink and lilac, some red, green, black. You've got shades of grey for your toning. You've got skin tones and browns. I've given you a really good selection of colours that I more often use, because I mainly use my pens more for colouring metals, colouring ribbon, colouring lace, colouring gems, and this is the perfect way to do so. So even if you wanted to, let's just grab, say you've got these, the paler lilac-y ones, the ivory ones here from the spring set. Can you see? We can also just colour those with the pens and make them turquoise. So these will work onto any of your pens. So if you buy sort of the clear stones or the AB stones, it's going to work a treat on those.
Just colour coordinate them with your alcohol pens.
Yeah, even on the AB coating, if you go over them with the alcohol-free pens, so you could just buy all crystal clear gems or AB coated gems. Can you see that AB coating still comes through? But you've got that beautiful effect on them.
That's a permanent colour, it won't come off.
Yeah, so the pens are perfect for using in that way. So we can colour them in, which is what we've just done there. We can gesso them. If we want to gesso them, we do have the 2 pots of gesso on the show, and we have got the option of either 2 white, 2 black, or a mixture of the black and white. You can have 1 black and 1 white. So we can just paint over to this as well.
Now only £9.99 as well, so not much money to spend at all, but you do get 2 pots. Choose which combination, like Dawn said. And this just goes straight on to virtually any surface, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're amazing. So for your canvases, although our canvases already have a coating on them, but if you want to, you can paint over to your canvases, you can paint onto furniture, onto plant pots, you know, to get that base coat.
MDF.
So you just, yeah, your MDF, that's exactly what it's created for. So we just put that coating over there, and then we would leave that to dry. And it does, you know, depending on room temperature, probably I would leave it for about half an hour to make sure it's properly dry. But room temperature, if it's cold, it can take longer. If it's warm, it can be quicker. But you can see we've got a really good coating there straight away, just from going over with that. So then, once that's dried, and we did have one that I painted in the last hour, this one here. That's dried. So we can either do another coating, because I can still see little bits of silver metal if I wanted to, or I can go to some of the acrylic paints and just add a little bit of that. So I'm going to take the lilac acrylic paint here, and these are in sets, so you've got 3 options in the lilac acrylic paint. You've got the lilac and blue with the white pearl, which is the one that I've just stolen. So that one, that's your lilac, blue and white pearl. The new one is the Christmas with the red, green and brown, which is lovely, and those I've done for my latest collection of all the Christmas trees and the poinsettia. That's going to be back actually on Monday on the birthday show.
And you put a lot in each bottle as well. There's a lot in there, isn't there?
And also I found recently these wash on fabric quite nice. I tested them. I actually painted them onto fabric and washed them, and they've washed beautifully. And then you've got the pink, the lemon and the green.
They've been very popular, those colours, so great on all sorts of surfaces, but including fabric as well, as Dawn said. But on the top of a gessoed one-day special metal flower.
Yeah,
perfect.
then you've got that colour onto there. So really beautiful, rich colour going straight on. So this is a beautiful lilac effect. Now, I just want to show you as well, if we wanted to intensify that colour, okay, we could put my glitter pens, and these are on the website. I don't think I put them in the show, but we can actually pick up that now on there, Dave, and look what we've got now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we can create a beautiful, stronger purpley tone. Now that purple ink could also just mix with the white pearl. This is obviously lilac gone to purple, which is nice and easy. But if I wanted to mix up, say, the blue pen, if you get this set that has the pink, the lilac and the blue in, and the white pearl, your white pearl will mix with any of your ink pads or any of your pens to give you those colour tones as well. So it's a fabulous one for you to actually get. So if I pop that down, and I'm just going to put that back in there, and I'm going to grab that white pearl paint to show you. This is just such a beautiful pearl lustre here. So I'm just going to clean my paintbrush off there. So now, if I say I've got red here handy, I've got a red distress ink, any water-based ink will do, and just pop that down there. So I pick up a little bit of that pearl paint now, mix it with that, and I've now got a red pearl paint.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we've now got red pearl that we can paint over the top. So you think about how many colours of ink pads you've got at home that you could then mix with this white pearl paint and give it that colour tint, and you can be creating, you know, you just buy the white gesso, you buy one paint set, and then you can get cracking, and you've changed all of your water-based inks into a paint.
And that pearlescent finish is very obvious. It transfers even though you've mixed it with the ink. It
Absolutely,
still works.
And you've just seen we've just done a tad of an ink there, and look how much we've still got a lot more there to go with. So I could keep painting with that. So the white pearl paint, the pigmentation is so high that you just mix it with any of those inks. So you can mix it with your glitter pens, you can mix it with your ink pads. Obviously, don't put the paint onto your ink pad. You need to put the ink or the paint onto a craft sheet or a tile or something like that. But then you've got all of those possibilities.
Otherwise you'll ruin the ink pad, which you don't want to do.
No, you don't want to do that. Now the other thing that you can do as well is colour these with the embossing powder. So where did I put that piece of card? It's there.
Now you did this in the earlier show. I didn't realise you could actually emboss onto these metal flowers, but you can, so that's another technique you may want to consider doing.
Exactly. Let's just move this off, and I could do just with wiping that, else I'm going to get it everywhere, which is normal for me. I suddenly think, why have I got all card? Why have I got that on there? So what I'm going to do is just press my, this is a Versamark ink pad. I choose Versamark because it's glycerine based and it's tackier than the most embossing inks. Okay, so I like Versamark ink for these sort of effects. So we're just going to press all that onto there, flip that over, and then we're going to take one of the embossing powders. So we could use copper. I've got gold here this time because that was my first thing when I got them. I thought they're all silver. Wouldn't it be nice to have them gold if I want to match them with gold, yeah?
This is the answer then.
Yep,
Can also let you know if you want the summer one-day special, that now is approaching 80% gone. This is the penultimate hour. There's this and this final call at 5 o'clock. So there's every possibility we could get limited stock, maybe in the sellout on the summer option. And the summer option, remember, has got the slightly more vibrant stones in it. You've got the green, the purple, the blue and the pink, of course, as well. They're worth £16 in their own right, plus you're getting all the other metal flowers
Fabulous
as well.
Value. Okay, so you do need to hold this with some tweezers. These tweezers are from my little toolkit, and all you have to do is heat them. I'm doing this from the reverse side so you can see as this starts to change, because you do have to hold them with something because the metal is going to get really hot. You see how that's changing now there at the top, and it's just running across. So it gives you, yeah, it's beautiful.
Watch it
really
change.
is a beautiful effect. So make sure you're holding it with a crocodile clip or some tweezers, and your tweezers aren't just metal tweezers either, because the whole metal will be running down your hand if that's heating.
You'll find a whole collection of different embossing powders on the website, and of course we've now turned the one-day special into a gold flower rather than a silver.
So it's come from that to that.
How about that?
So we can paint them, we can, so you can see there we've actually just coloured that. We've also gessoed over this, we can paint onto them, so have fun with them, use them in your mixed media, completely obliterate the colour of them.
Now, we've had a
Lots
question
of possibilities. Yep.
From Susan it was, asking if you can use your paints for screen printing.
I haven't tried, Susan, but I don't see why not, as long as you rinse the screen through, because if you leave these on fabric they become permanent. That's one thing I've learned. So the screen is technically a fabric, but if you use your acrylic paints with your screen printing, then you can use these with screen printing. Cool. But I would just test it on a small area and wash it pretty soon.
OK, Susan, thanks for the question. Any more questions, do feel free to email in studio@hochanda.com. On the run-up to our birthday, we are 3 and we're launching the celebrations at around about 5:45 tonight. That's when all the fun starts. So, yeah, make sure you tune and stay with us all afternoon if you can.
Very exciting.
Yeah, you've got some shows over our birthday
I've got
as well.
Monday. I'm here for 3 hours on Monday. I've got a new ready Christmas vintage, beautiful. I've got a new Dawn Boo Creation show with lots of brand new MDF, which is exciting. And then I've got a crystal art show.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so 3 shows on Monday.
Loads of special shows, loads of special offers, and lots of surprises too.
Okay, now then, I have been asked about the MDF plaques. So we're going to jump onto the MDF plaques, and I'm going to show you how to apply paper and card onto them. Now, these MDF plaques, we do have the 6x6 MDF plaques in these shapes that I did before, and we've had them done in a bigger size. In fact, the 6x6 I brought back there on Monday's show. Right. But these are the 8x8 ones. Now, these will work with the 8x8 pads. So this is the beautiful gold and black pad.
This is the pad I was talking about at the beginning of the show. This is absolutely gorgeous, with 3 sheets of die cuts.
Yep, so busy. 4 sheets of die cuts. Then you've also got 10 sheets of gold mirror with it, and then a whole selection of beautiful papers. Now, these papers are just gorgeous on their own. You can imagine if you want to scrapbook, you can put photos onto there. You're getting 2 sheets of each of those luscious papers. Love how you've got these golden accents onto them as well. They are beautiful. So you've got sort of black with shades of grey, then with the golden accents, and you've also then got the beautiful paler tones with the black on, and these still have some of the golden accents on as well. So very romantic papers.
And you also get 10 sheets of the gold mirrored card as well, which I'm just popping in there for you. So those are also included. There we go, look.
Yep, you get 10 sheets of those.
There you go.
10 of those are coming to you as well. But you can see these, they're quite decadent papers, aren't they?
They're lovely.
They are just so beautiful. They give you so much potential with, you know, how to work with them, how to create with them.
I mean, I know
this is a luxury pad.
That pay £1 for a sheet of mirrored cards. So you're getting 10 sheets of mirrored card for £9.99, plus the pad as well. This is crazy. Crazy value.
Very nice. Okay, so we're going to have to steal from here. So we're going to pull this one off. So I've gone for this one, which has that beautiful ornate corner. Yeah. Now you can see I've got one of each style of the plaques. That is going to sit perfectly on there. So if we want to go with the square one, perfect. It's done and dusted. And it's a shame actually to not put this one on a square because of that wonderful detail in the corner. But you can see that will go on your circle as well. It will fit perfectly onto there and onto your heart. So just because I've got such a beautiful paper, I don't want to waste it. I'm going to go onto the square. Okay. So the way that I would do this is my glue. Now my glue is perfect for sticking this on. So the Dawn Baby glue, you get 2 bottles of the glue and you get 2 of the fine tips. Don't use it with the tip on. You want to take the tip off because we want to make sure, slippy. We want to make sure that we get a good coverage, and then I am just working over the whole of this. Now again, you know me, I just go straight in with my fingers and spread it all with my fingers, but you can do it with a brush.
Now check on the website as well, because Dawn's glue's got 5-star reviews from people who've bought it. So if you're looking for a decent glue, an awful lot of time and effort was spent by Dawn making sure this glue was right, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards to the laboratories. And the effect now is that it is absolutely a multi-purpose glue that's so effective. Is it 3 second?
3 second grab, 10-second hold. So you can use this for all your paper crafting. When I use it for all my flowers, it's really important for me because I like to fast craft. I don't like to dilly-dally. It's got to be done and I'm on to the next thing. So this is perfect for that purpose. So we just put a nice thin layer over there, and then we're just going to put that up to the edge of there, and then I would normally leave that to dry to continue to work. Now I'm going to flip this over and I can see I've just got a slight overlay, only a slight one. The way that I neaten these off, this is going to go through me today, I don't know why, is I just literally go along the edge of here and sand that down.
This is the easiest way of getting the most perfect professional edge. Because if you've ever tried to cut or put paper onto MDF or any surface like that and get a proper edge, it's difficult to do it. It always goes a bit wonky. But when you use a sanding block like this, you get a professional edge.
You get a professional. If you're making and selling, then please do this. This is the Crafter's Companion sanding block, and this is, and do you know, this is how I get glue on my t-shirt. I've just realised how I do that. I keep having gluey lines here and thinking, have I done that? It's that.
That's how you do it.
That's how I do it, yeah. So go right around the edge of there to actually sand it. Then you've got your little holes. So what I do, I poke through from the back to the front, then I've got them in the right place. Okay, you should wait for it to dry first, really, but just poke that through. And then I go back to the front and I wiggle that till I make sure that I've got the right size of holes. Now I do have tiny little files that I actually take in there, and I file through those to make them nice and crisp and sharp, especially if I'm giving it as a gift or I'm selling it. And then of course this is where you thread your ribbon, and we do have on the show, we've not looked at this yet, we do have the gorgeous black ribbon box. This is mine, so I'm sorry it's a bit tatty. But you've got all of these luscious ribbons which go so well with this.
Beautiful. Okay. Now, we've got ribbons on the website as well if you want to have a little look from Dawn. Now, we did have a question from Chris, I think it was, who just emailed in and said, what sort of cardstock did you use to make your flowers, the ones that you use the dies with?
What cardstock do I use to make the flowers?
Yeah. Is that the question, wasn't it?
Yeah. I use either the shimmer card, so we do have a pack of white pearl shimmer card that's on the website, but we also have a pack on the show which is the brown craft with the white pearl and the black. I use this one, and the shimmer card, the new shimmer card that's on the show, that will be perfect too. You need something that's quite a good substance to it so that it will enable you to shape them. So this is one of the white cards. This is a white pearl card that I use, that we have, and you get 50 sheets of that.
That's lovely.
It actually has different colour castings on that shimmer. You're also getting in this some of the brown craft and black as well. But you get 50 of the white pearl.
So that would be a good one to go for. $22.99 for all of that. 100 sheets in total. But the pearlescent finish on that card is just gorgeous.
But also this is going to work beautifully. I know I haven't actually tried this yet, but I know that this is going to work beautifully. So this is the double-sided shimmer, and I like to use double-sided shimmer because then if the petals curl upwards, you still see the shimmer on the underside of them. So this is the winter tones here. This has the golds and coppers, the soft tones. You have got more whites than creams in there, which means that you can colour tint the edges of the flowers as well. So if I took this, just give me 1 second and let's have a little look. If I can give you that, Dave, and just give me 1 second. Perhaps you want to recap, Dave, and I'll root the dies out and we'll cut a flower in this and we'll have a go.
All right, but let me show you the website and then we'll have a little go and show you how good they look. So the website's got everything, including, of course, all those papers. We've got 80 sheets of double-sided shimmer cardstock there for $16.99. We've got our hand-tied bows for $12.99. And there's that black ribbon as well that Dawn was using a few minutes ago. $18.99, and that's 40 metres of premium black ribbon there. And there's the MDF as well. So everything that we're using bit by bit on the phone, on the show, sorry, is on the website there. You can call us, or indeed you can order on the website as well, which is hochanda.com. Okay, now the one-day special, this is it. This has got 328 individual elements in this. It's a mixture of gems, and over here you've got your spring, and over here you've got your summer. Summer is in the lead. That's the one that's got the blue, the green, the purple, and the red. The spring, you've got the kind of champagne-y colours and the ivory colours and gold as well. Summer is now approaching 80% of the stock gone on summer. You should be paying $3.99 for a pack of these gemstones, okay, and you're getting 4 packs. So that is nearly £16 worth of gems, okay, so that's the summer one. £16 worth of those gems, which means you're only paying about £4 or $3.88 for all of these metal flowers, of which you get all of these. That's the quantity that you get of the metal flowers. Whether you keep them silver, whether you add colour to them, gesso them, whether you kind of play with the leaves and make them more three-dimensional, it's entirely up to you. And the gems, remember, can go in the centre. Now, as these are metal, although the gems are adhesive, you'll probably find that you'll want to put maybe a hot glue gun or some Collal glue gel or something like that in there, just to make sure that the actual gem stays put. But they are beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. There we are, look, so you can see just how many you've got. And there are a total of 328 elements. Now, the saving on the one-day special is £24 off. £24 off, you're looking at only £19.88 for all of that, which is the one-day special, okay? All of that for just £19.88. Now, choose between spring and summer. That's the spring. That's the lighter shades, and the summer is just over there, which is, of course, the more vibrant colours. Choose between the two, or maybe go for one of each if you want to, if you can afford it, and double your saving as well. You're saving £24 off the price. So if you buy both, you're looking at a saving of 48 quid. And then we've got the dies for you. These have been hugely popular. Now, this is what the question was asking, what cardstock do we use with Dawn's flower dies? There are 3 options. This one is your exotic. That's your exotic blossoms. That's your exotic blossoms. There we go. There they are, which could be lilies or really whatever you wanted. No, they wouldn't be lilies, would they? They'd be certainly poinsettias. But depending on the colour of cardstock you use, depends on what the flower's going to look like. So that's your exotics. This one in the centre is your nature's bouquet, or country garden as they've called it. That's the country garden. And you've got the butterfly and the dragonfly in there as well. And then the last one is your periwinkle, which has been probably singularly the most popular flower set. Always popular, very often out of stock, but it's in stock at the moment if you'd like to add it to your order. And if I just show you the periwinkle cards again quite quickly, look at how gorgeous these are. There we go. Aren't they lovely? So that's your periwinkle. 224448 is your item number there. $22.99. Then we've got the tied bows, which I can show you quickly. These are all hand done, and you've got a total of 150 of them. There we are, in all those different colours. 150 hand-tied bows for just £12.99. We're working out to 8p per bow. 654-943. 654-943, your item number on that one. There we go. Give us a call, 01733 602000, or the website hochanda.com. We'll go back to Dawn for another demo with those flowers, actually. Now, our black and gold lace pads, remember the pad that we showed you earlier on? Oh, and also we've got this, which is actually the black and gold ornate lace. We've got the 5 yards in total there for £17.99, and that's black and gold lace, which looks really opulent and really lovely. If you want to snip them into individual flowers or whatever, you can do that. Otherwise, you can leave them on the strips. 5 yards in total for just under £18. And that wonderful paper pad we showed you, the 8x8 paper pad, let's have a look at that again for you. With the 10 sheets of the gold mirrored card as well for £9.99. You can pay that for just the mirrored card in certain places to get all of those fantastic papers. Some of them are foiled. The first 4 sheets are actually die cuts as well, die cut and foiled. Absolutely beautiful. And that's what we decorated our MDF with a few minutes ago, just 1 sheet of that. Okay, Dawn.
Okay, so all I'm doing is I've cut these out. I've used the periwinkle, seeing as it's such a pleasure to have this back in stock. So I've used the now the periwinkle, these actually do have detailing that we can emboss and run back through with a tan mat. I'm not going to bother because I'm going to flip them over. You do get a soft look, but if you actually do take your embossing mat through it, it'll be even bigger. So there's 4 different sizes in the periwinkle. What I do then is take the ballpoint embossing tool, and this one I find, this medium sized one's quite good for this. And what we're going to do is draw back on here down that whole petal. So if I flip that over now, can you see how that's shaped already for us? So we can just draw back. Now you can as well, I've done different ways with shaping them. So you can work around the outside edge if you prefer, okay, and then just fill that area in. By going up and down in the body of the actual petal, you do get it to look more realistic than just around the edge. On some of the details, I tell you to go around the edge if you want to just curl the petal back at the side. But if we go up and down, we do tend to get a little bit more sort of lines on them, which is what a petal would naturally have. The main thing is don't go over the edge of the lines, because then you'll flatten it back down. You then turn it over and you do a little circle in the centre, and that pops up that flower beautifully. So I do that then with all 4 sizes there is in this. So you can have 4 sizes, or you can actually just go for the same size and alternate them over each other. It's up to you.
Now the periwinkle dies, by the way, 30% of the stock of that's gone. That's the one that we really struggle to keep in stock as well, the one that we're using at the moment.
Well, Dino said to me we're not going to make any more of them because we're moving on to new designs. We can't keep stocking the warehouse with all the old stuff and getting all the new stuff in. But he did have some of these. People have been asking so much for these that we've brought a small stock of them back in, but I'm not sure if they'll be done again. We just keep trying to move on, but it is such a lovely flower. It's such a big flower, and it just gives you so many possibilities. I mean, the new blossom isn't too far from this, but this one does just have the edge on it, I think. So all the new dies are on the website, including the foliage. Now, the Fantasy Fern was really busy in that earlier hour, and that's a really pretty one. So now, this is why I created my glue, because I was doing flowers like this, and they were taking ages to stick, and I was getting quite frustrated. So with my glue, this is a 3-second grab. That's stuck. That is stuck, look. 3-second grab, 10-second hold. So I can carry on crafting, and this is why the glue has 5-star reviews, and everybody that's gone to it stays with it.
Because you may think glue's glue. What's so special about this? Not all glue is the same, which is why this, as you say, has got so many rave reviews to it. So if you would like yours, only $11.99, and you get 2 50mm tubes, and you get the fine tip applicators as well.
So there you go. So we have got that periwinkle built up. That's with all the layers. You don't have to put all the layers, but you can. That's really pretty. Now, just to show you as well, I have got one of a blending tool handy. If I want to colour tint this is all I do. I just run around with a blending tool. I'm not putting any ink on this. This is just using the ink that's already on my tool from before. So just running that over the tips, and that's giving us a beautiful accent to there. You can see there, look how gorgeous that is now. And then we can put a gem in the centre of there. So I would go for one of the peach gems here, Dave. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of the glue gun in the centre because it's got to stick on there. I can't get it down into the centre. It's going to sort of be suspended in midair. But look how that beautiful peach.
I'll tell you what, now you've seen the periwinkle flower take shape, you've seen the construction of it, you're wanting the dies. I'm not at all surprised. It is $22.99. Why not, if you fancy it, go for all 3 of them? That will then open up a flexi order. Remember, anything over £60 in a purchase means that you can have a flexi order and you can spread the cost over 2 payments. So it's 22 plus 22 plus 22, so that's 60, just short of £69, £68.97 today, or you can split it into 2 payments of 34.49 it'll be, and then 34.49 in 4 weeks' time. Plus your P&P on the first payment, unless you're a Freedom Club member.
That's actually the leaf that comes with the periwinkle as well, so you do get a really nice set of leaves. Now, on the show as well, and we haven't touched on these, you do have these big dies. These are the posy dies. And I haven't brought the periwinkle with me. I couldn't find it actually. But you do get an option of the country garden, the exotic, or the periwinkle again. And I do believe we've got some stock of those. And these are the posy ones. Now, these are lovely. We don't have periwinkle, that's probably why I haven't got it. So we've got the exotic, which is this one, and the country garden. Now, I believe you've got some samples. That box there, Dave, just pull that box out. These are beautiful. Now that, let's ignore periwinkle. Let's ignore periwinkle. See, I love it. I'm a periwinkle lover. We've got exotic down there. That's the exotic. And this one is, that's periwinkle again, and that is the country garden. So those are lovely. Now, if you cut them twice and you actually then cut the flower heads out, or you can overlay, if you bought the big set, you can overlay some of the flower heads onto this to make them dimensional, or you can just do them simply in one cut. So this is one cut. These look really good on tall cards or down the side of 8x8 cards. So if I take this one and just cut it again on this beautiful shimmer card. So the shimmer card that we're using is that new shimmer card pack.
Now the shimmer card, remember, this is the one that comes with the craft card on the black as well, isn't it?
No, this one I'm using is the 2 options of the shimmer card.
Okay. Soft tones are your rich tones.
That's right.
So this one is your soft tones. This one obviously is your rich, that's your soft tones there. That's your rich tones. The kind of more metallic-y one with the greys and the blacks and the browns in there as well. So 80 sheets in total, $16.99 the price plus your P&P.
I'm going to pinch, let's pinch the lilac now. So I've cut this once, the posy, I've cut it once with the white shimmer. So I'm now cutting it with the soft, like a lilac-y mauve shimmer. Now these dies again, you can run back through with your embossing mat and it will pull all the detail out of them. So if I take this now, I'm just going to take this carefully out of here because I don't want it to come out of the die. Okay, so if you look at this one, this doesn't have detail. So just with a cut, you don't really have detail. But now if I take this, but this time I'm going to put my tan mat over here and I'm going to run this back through.
For embossing.
Yeah. And that will push that detail through. So now we're going to get that embossed detail into it straight away, because the tan mat's done all the work for me. So let's just lift this off, give it a tap. That's the easiest way to get it out. Now look at the difference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
It's giving it character straight away. The stamens in the middle are pronounced.
You can see. So you can get that embossing from those stamens. Now, for me, if you just bought this one die, if you like this one die, I've actually put the detail in here for you to cut so that flower isn't disturbed. Okay, so we can do that. I'm better with my glasses on. But we're just going to wiggle here, okay, and this top one, and I've got those extra leaves if I want to do that. So now I can turn these over, and this is where I would only go around the edge and come down. Otherwise, we're just going to destroy that embossing that we've done on the inside, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we're just going to move that. If I wanted these to move a bit more, actually, I can just cut in between, and this will let my petals rise up a little bit more. So I'm just going to trim between them, take just a little nick of paper out, which is just going to give me that bit more movement as well. Okay. And then flip it over and emboss this around the edge here, pull it back down. So the toolkit comes again in that little black wallet. It comes with your tweezers there, Dave, with the tweezers as well, and you've got 4 different sizes of ballpoint tools in here.
You've basically got everything you need for doing your flowering shaping and flower shaping and your mat as well, and it comes in this rather nice presentation wallet too. $16.99 for the flower making embossing tool. There's the mat that comes with it as well for piercing and so on.
Sorry,
and
my
for
rather well used mat.
428836 is your item number. And of course your tweezers are essential, especially if you're doing like heat embossing and that sort of thing.
And the mat is actually quite a thick foam. It's quite a hard foam mat, which I prefer to work with than a very soft one. And you know, it's so useful in that respect. Now, in the set of the big set of the Country Garden, I don't know if you can can you get the big set there of the dies there? Because you've got the 3 different sets. Yeah, get the Country Garden, the nature, it says Nature's Bouquet Country Garden.
The middle one.
Yeah,
that's it.
If you look on there, you've actually got the stamen. So this is where all the stamens started off. This was the first set of stamens that I did.
So those are the stamens just there, 3 individual dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now those stamens you can use to add in to the centre of all of your flowers, your paper flowers, your satin silk flowers if you want to, whatever you like. This was the first set of them. And these are just fantastic detail. So what I can do, you've also got the dragonfly and the butterfly. This is the best value set, okay? And I'm going to steal off here rather than getting mine out the drawer if I can. So I'm just going to pull those off there.
Okay. Although this has got Nature's Bouquet on the top, it's actually called Country Garden now. So look for that. That's what you'll be getting. Country Garden Nature's Bouquet is what it's basically called. So
if I cut these, now these dies, I'm cutting with some of the silver cardstock. Now this is from your pick and mix cardstock, which is all behind us. So all those colours of the cardstock are available in a pick and mix option. Now we do an 81 sheet pack of cardstock, which gives you glitter, foil and satin. But on the show, you get them in packs of 10, and you can choose which colours that you would actually like. So you might want 4 packs of purple.
Choose 10 satin, 10 glitter, whatever you want, and choose the colour you're after. It's a pick and mix basically, and you can do that on the website, which is hochanda.com. Easy to put what you want into your basket, no problem at all. Dead easy to do that. So you could have a little look along the lineup.
Yeah, which is great, because then if you prefer certain colours, that's the best way for you to get hold of them. Okay, so these are the stamens. So you can see, look how they're popping out. So these were the first stamen, and then I did some much more uniform, which was like the metal stamens that we had on the show earlier today. So actually, I know we haven't got a lot of time left. I'm just going to put that, I could also shape that one if I wanted to. What I'm going to do, I'm going to overlay this, okay, and just press it again. 1, 2, 3 into the centre of there. You do have to press to get that grab, okay?
Right.
And I'm trying to twist
come
it.
in as well.
Yeah. And then here, just like so. Now the little stamen have been done so that we can take the small gems. Can you see all those little tips there? I do have on the show, I'm going to run out of time to show you everything, but we do have the AB gems in the big sheets. You know the big sheets of gems, Dave?
Yep.
No, just the big AB. Sorry, I'm saying no to the producer, my producer, not to you at home. These.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, those.
These.
Right.
So these sheets of the gems, you can just put onto the tip of the actual little stamens, and they make them sparkle even more.
So those smaller ones in particular will be fantastic. Now these are available as well. These are a really, really good price, and they are individual stones too, rather than strips. Not this particular one. It's coming up though.
That's
6,100
Yep.
is what you've got there. 6,100. Let me have a look. So you get 2,500 in the 2 mil, those. 2,400 in the 3 mil, those. And then 1,200 in the 5 mil. Those
Amazing.
ones. They're all AB coated gems, okay?
Beautiful.
1897.
Yeah. So can you see with the stamens now, all I have to do with these stamens to shape them is just run a little circle in the centre, and that curls those little stamens right up like that. And then we take these and we pop them in the centre of the flowers, like so. I probably should have done 2 smaller ones onto here. I've already put my little drops of glue in there, like that. So we put all of those into there.
So not only have you got the embossed stamens on the petals, you've now got the 3-dimensional ones, because they're included in the dies.
And then we're just going to put a little bit of glue in the centre of here, and I'm going to use some of the AB. Oh, that glue gun drives me daft. I'm going to use the AB gems. So this AB gems is the pack there with the pink backing, Dave.
Yep.
You see the pink ones? These are my favourite. These are my absolute go-to pack because they have the pointed resins, they have moon rocks, they have a whole host of different beautiful gems for you to work with.
Now you can see the shine on them, and look at the AB coating as well. All those different colours coming off them. They're faceted beautifully. There's, do you call these moonstones? Those ones?
The moon rocks, yeah, moon rocks, yeah.
And this has got AB coating on it as well, and also they're faceted too. They're beautiful. You've got to see them with your own eyes, really. TV doesn't do them justice. Almost sent them flying there.
And there you can see how this is coming together, and I can also take, if I wanted to, just look now at my flowers, how they're coming to life. So I could colour these stalks, the rest of this, with the beautiful solvent-based pens or glitter pens, or what I can do is what I'm doing here. I've just cut the leaves off, so it's going to have that lilac overlay, and I can just tilt them. I don't know if I'm on the right size there, but just tilt like that. So I've got that double layer. So these have a score line down the centre, so you just bend them, pop them onto there. I knew I'd done that one the wrong way around. But look at what we've got now. A fabulous little accent for you. And that's going to go there and here. So you can see these posy ones are really good. You can cut those flower heads out and use them separately as well.
Sure. Well, remember, if you want to go for the fantasy flowers or any of the 3 flowers that we have available for you from Dawn, they are $13.99 for that particular die. But if we've got the set, you can choose between the exotic flourish, the country garden, or the flourish. That one is $13.99. But if you do want the big collection, they're coming up on the screen now for you, and they, of course, are $22.99, 14 dies per set, and that's what's got the stamens in it. That's why we used those, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was the,
do you know,
country
it's worth getting the big set and the posy because they make great cards and you can mix them up together. And this is nice to have as the long, tall, slim effect onto your card as
And
well.
remember, if you do find that you're spending over £60, when you get to checkout, either on the phones or on the website, you'll have the option of opening a flexi order, which is basically 2 payments. You can pay half today, half in 4 weeks' time, with, of course, the P&P on the first payment. Don't forget your one-day special, though. All 328 elements of those. You're paying, really, say, £16 for the gemstones and about £4 for all those wonderful metal flowers.
Amazing.
It's an absolute bargain.
Fabulous deal.
You're back at Final Call.
I am,
at
yes,
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. We'll
just
see you
before
then.
we launch our new birthday celebrations.
I know, exciting.
See you later on. So your Threaders Embroidery Transfers coming up next with Lizzie. Introducing La Blanche. I'll be sharing that show with you a bit later on at 3. And then Lavinia Stamps, they're here at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Hello, I'm Phil Martin. I'm a member of the Creative Expressions team. Sentimentally Yours is my brand of photopolymer and rubber stamps, and I also have my paper pads and cosmic shimmer products that coordinate perfectly. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all on Hochanda, so please join me for my show where I can share some of my hints and tips with you.
It's our 3rd birthday. What a magical year. Chloe, Tonic, Threaders and Cheer. A week of celebrations with offers for you. From 6penny Memories and Indigo Blue. From Crafter's Companion with their Gemini and Dyes. Discounts and credits before your very eyes. With a wave of our wand, we send a huge thank you. Craft Buddy, Spellbinders, Clarity Crafts 2. Join us in August for magic and wonder. Happy birthday, Hochanda. 3 is the magic number.
Hi, I'm Chloe from Chloe's Creative Cards. We are an award-winning family company based here in the northeast of England. We've been working with Hochanda since the very beginning and the launch of the channel, and we've had such an amazing journey so far. We've been bringing you lots of fabulous new stamps, dyes, glitters, embossing powders, and we've got so much more to bring over the coming years too. Over the coming months and year, we'll bring you some fantastic new products to Hochanda. We'll be extending our dye range and we'll be bringing you some fantastic new stamps as well, along with our gorgeous sparklicious glitters and some fabulous new colours in the Wow embossing powders too. It's going to be a brilliant year, and I really hope that we'll bring you something that inspires you in your card making. Don't miss my shows and craft along with me on Hochanda.
Hello and welcome. How very wonderful to have your company. You tune into the Hochanda, and we have got the Hochanda. We've got the lovely Lizzie with us. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
How
Leonie.
lovely to have your company.
And lovely to be here with you.
That sounds sensible.
Well, they don't let us together very often.
No, it's been ages.
Months and months.
It has, hasn't it?
They've heard.
It is funny. It is funny because you find that, don't you? Even though you work regular, you find that some people you hardly ever see.
No,
it's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
I haven't seen. I heard about, but I haven't seen because our Rosella has joined the team, of course.
Yes.
But she launched these just the other day on Sunday, I believe it was. So have a look at the shows. These are a little bit different, aren't they?
Actually, they are. Now, she launched them at 8 o'clock in the morning, so we're still having our coffees.
Wow.
And I think the next show is 11. Now, the only reason why I'm referencing that is because she talked you through all the intricacies of embroidery, of how to prepare all the fabrics and all that sort of thing. Really great tutorial, so it's worth looking back on Rewind for that. But yes, we have a whole brand new collection here of the four sets of transfers, and they are absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what, I always say around about 10 transfers per sheet, but actually I kind of underestimated, because some of them there's 15, 20 transfers per sheet.
Wow.
So the amount of different connotations, different ways of using them is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So this collection here, that's the fantasy collection, and that's got the things like the unicorn in there. Now you're going to see everything back to front.
Yeah, obviously, because you have to iron it and transfer it on.
Correct. But if you hold it up to the light, that's it, on the plain side, you will be able to see, if I get out of the way, you'll be able to see those words, and they are absolutely beautiful.
You have to hold it to the light, and the light's up there. I mean, I could see it really plainly, but it's tricky on telly.
Yes.
Tricky on telly.
So very easy for everybody to see at home when you get them, and you want to have a little play and a little practice. You've obviously got the lowercase and uppercase alphabet, and each alphabet in each set is different.
Fabulous.
Really important to say that.
And it's not a one-stop. I mean, if you're doing, say, ABBA, but you will be able to do the A and the B a couple of times. So it's not a one-off, is it?
If we conservatively say 10 times.
Wow. So I could literally print that approximately 10 times.
Yeah, but we actually did 20 of those this morning.
Whoa, really?
Of that particular one.
So each and every image you could actually transfer about 20 times.
And to be honest, you know what? Unless you've got now look, if you've got a group and there's going to be 20 of you in the group, how perfect is that?
Okay, because these have made such good workshops.
Yes, and that one then particular transfer is done. But when you think you've got another at least 10 to 15 transfers on that same sheet to use on another workshop or another project or with a little group of children, because this is all doable by children, just keeping it simple.
I love it.
It's amazing. And
I'm going to read some of these. A little magic can take you a long way. Indeed it can. Hello. Hello, mermaid. Hello, unicorns. Unicorns are real.
Is that what it says?
Yeah. Well, it says hello separately, but you've got mermaid and unicorns, then it says unicorns are real. Leave a little sparkle wherever you go.
Oh.
Right, I like this concept. So when you look at it, each and every one of these you can print time and time again, but look what you can do.
Yes.
So you literally, this is your guide, this is your template.
For sure.
So then when you go over the top with your gorgeous stitching, whatever you're...
And that's just a back stitch there.
And I was going to say, you don't have to be, like, amazing at embroidery. No, you can literally just do a simple stitch.
I mean, it would take me years to learn all the stitches and be as competent as Rosella, for instance. However, I like to put my own twist on them, Leonie. I like them to make them mine. So I tend to I keep to single colour thread, like red work. I tend to keep to single colour thread onto, I usually like using a light coloured fabric, and then you get this wonderful effect. Now,
look at the imagery on here.
This one here I've done with our needle punch tool.
Oh, wow.
Now, I think it's that one. It might be... No, it is that one.
The airship.
It's a different one on the set, but anyway, very similar to that. It's the hot air balloon. So never mind. So you could use your free motion embroidery, your hand embroidery, your needle punch tool. You can actually colour them in. That's the one I've got. The needle punch tool.
So when you look at these designs, so you can print that on a wide range of fabrics, and then overstitch on that. And as you're saying, using all your different types of embroidery. These are your borders. So on each one, look how many borders you're getting. So you're getting a huge amount of borders. So I presume you'd literally cut whichever one you want out and then iron it.
We'll do it, Leonie.
So
you
dead
can
easy.
Choose one. Oh, absolutely.
Dead easy.
So, for instance, if, like on the Traveller there, you wanted to make maybe something for somebody to take away with them. So maybe a towel that's been personalised, or a travel bag that's been personalised. Or how about, one of those fancy straps that goes round the suitcases? Well, you could actually then, couldn't you possibly embroider that all the way around using that
and
border.
It just looks so effective, doesn't it?
It does.
Now this is so cool. So you've got choices. So you could either go for your first two. These are your first two. So with your first two, you are getting the wonderful Traveller, and then you get your fabulous Fantasy. So you've got, this is your first option. You could go for this with your coordinating thread. Sorry, I'm getting a tickly throat. Now, with your lovely coordinating thread, you've got the beautiful bright, so you've got the gorgeous naturals there. If you want to go for that full kit, you've got 8 meters as well, and that is on each skein of thread. Now, if you'd like to get these with the transfers, it's £20.97, so you're saving £5 almost there, £4.99. We're not going to have 99 soon, are we? How rude. It's just going to be saving a £5, but they're getting rid of pennies and 2 pennies.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, life's going to become very boring. So if you want to go for that one, 096. However, the second option is the transfer. So if you did want to go for a transfer, you could get the full collection. Let's show you the next collection. Then at the bottom, only £14.97. They've been the most popular. Going for everything. Let's show you the second collection. So you're getting your gorgeous babies.
Oh, my
and you're getting pets.
Me.
Let's show your babies.
These are utterly awesome. You know what? There's no time in your lifetime that a new baby of some description doesn't come along. It seems to be always happening. And you know what? You could make a little gift card using a piece of embroidery. You could make a little gift bag with all the accoutrements of babiness in there. You could do a little bib with a little tiny piece of embroidery on it. If that's all you want to do. You've got the borders there. Again, that could go down the side of a pillowcase.
A lot of them, like the flowers, like the beautiful little clouds, like the gorgeous bunting, the bows. A lot of them aren't specifically babies. The feet at the bottom are well cute.
I know.
Look at them. They are really sweet. And again, look at all these images. Look how much you are getting per sheet. You have got so many images there. That is incredible.
That's the one I counted that there was 15 on, because I had to pick one out just for my own, peace of mind. And so if you think of the multiple amount of times you'll be able to transfer those, well, we worked out this morning as a minimum of 3,500 if you bought all 4 sets of transfers.
Good grief.
I know. That's almost like it is a lifetime's usage, I would say. Unless you do lots of workshops and you're with the children and you want to do children's workshops, that type of thing. Because obviously, well, we say one image is, let's say, conservatively 15 times. Then you've got a workshop every week for goodness knows how long.
Yeah, which is fabulous, isn't it?
At school and all those sort of groups that the children get to.
That is so gorgeous. So with these, obviously, again, different types of stitches. I'm just going to flip this around so you can see the other images. And look at that, you can personalise it because you're getting the alphabet. That quilt had the
it's
name.
Made with love,
that
isn't it?
Is so lovely.
That's
the name
baby Alex.
and it's got the weight of
7
baby.
pounds 4 ounces. Oh,
that is so
lovely.
good. The images, obviously, gorgeous images.
Yes, and of course, each one can be put into a hoop if that's how you prefer to stitch, or not. And each one could be something that you're taking with you if you're travelling, that type of thing. Yeah. If you're on a commute every morning and you need something to do,
absolutely perfect.
Then it's only one little square that you're going to actually be embroidering. So very achievable.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like you said, for beginners, perfect, absolutely perfect. So you are getting the babies. You do get the babies as well as the pets. So these are the pets. So again, you're getting loads of different sentiments. I'm going to read a few of those out. You're getting the alphabet, different alphabets in each collection.
Yes.
So if you are getting the whole collection, you've got a good collection of alphabets. 4 different.
And mix the fonts up.
Cute.
You don't have to use one from, all from one collection. Mix the fonts up.
And I love these open fonts because it means you can do either stitchwork inside, or of course you can do a plique, can't you?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, if you're very careful with your scissors, you could cut felt in there as well and actually fill the letters. And
that board is amazing.
I love it.
That is fabulous. That's so funny.
Whether it's the cats or the dogs, you are going to find your pet.
Yeah, that's
because
so
it's more about their characters. Grumpy, happy, a bit of a dude dog going on there.
They are so funny.
Abigail's pug sort of along the end there, and I love him. He is a Labrador, isn't he? A retriever or something. Yeah. So you'll be able to see your dog in there.
These are cute.
Look at those.
You're really cute.
Yeah,
really. Let me show you what you can do. So, each one of these you can transfer multiple times.
Yes.
Each one, poo bag.
Which is, everybody needs one. Well,
everyone,
dog.
Yes, it is a poo bag. Oh, yes. If you've got a dog, one requires one of these.
Yeah, very posh as well.
Oh, it is a bit posh. You could sell those.
Such good.
I tell you what,
actually,
if you've got, because we used to, many moons ago, we did a craft fair, and it was at a dog's, a dog show. We're a dog show.
Yes.
Seriously, if anything had a dog on it, people buy it.
Of course, absolutely.
So it was the best craft show I think I've ever done. We sold out of anything with a dog on it. That is so nice. Okay, so you've got your choice. So you could either go for the full kit. So it's the 2 sets of transfers. So it's the dogs, the cats, and of course your babies. So it's your fairy babies and other babies.
Of course.
Fairy and non-fairy babies.
Oh, that's perfect, isn't it? What a combination.
That, again, beautiful thread. So if you do want to get that £20.97, you're saving £4.99 again. 609096. But the one that's definitely the most popular is everything.
Yeah.
In fact, over 70% of the stock has gone. When you think you're getting multiple images, and when you think those images you can use at least 10 times, each and every image, think of how many transfers you've got here.
Well, you've got
ridiculous.
24 sheets overall, because you've got 6 in each pack. So I can't do the maths, but was it 14.97 divided by 24? So how much is that per sheet?
Yeah.
And then you could even break that down even further, because each one is going to be cut out individually. And that's not per design.
Yeah.
That's per sheet of 10 to 15. Yeah. I haven't even counted the alphabets.
It is
obviously
huge, isn't it? It's a mega deal.
It's
now
fantastic.
your price only £49. £13.97, saving £4.99. That's for everything. 202-888, that's your item number. Really nice designs. Please check out the website as well, because with the website you will find that we have got other designs on the show for you. So please have a little perusal along the website at 609096. That's your item number. Now, we're showing you, we've got some fat quarters for you. We're very sorry, but, oh, wait a sec. Oh, there you go. That's your little options as well on your gorgeous kits. 20.97 for your kits. So remember, these are the ones where you are getting transfers along with the threads. 609096. Lots of choice there. Now, we have got the fat quarters. We haven't got the sample of it. We've got finished sample, so you can see the colours, so you can see the print.
Right.
Now, this is a good deal because you're getting a lot of fabric, aren't you, Lizzie?
All right, this is brand new fabric. Okay,
wow. Okay.
So it's only launched, I would say 6 weeks ago on a one-day special. We have not seen it since. So these are our brand new fabrics. They're our pretty peacock fabrics. We've already sampled a little bit. I think it was that one there in one of our So Inspired. I think So Inspired to 11. So what you're getting is three planes. You're getting the corally. I can't remember the names. The corally colour, the navy, and the turquoise. That's your planes. Yep. Then you're getting 3 different styles of turquoisey coloured matching fabrics. Now, what you're getting is a bundle of 6 fat quarters, so 1.5 meters of fabric. The price is absolutely jaw-dropping. Yeah. But you can see all the different. So look, there's one design there. There's another design there, and there should be another one. But we've seen it on the other example anyway. But it shows
that is so pretty.
How all those colours work together, and you are getting it's like a taster really of all the fabrics. It's terrific deal.
Nice.
It needs looking at. Absolutely
beautiful prints. Beautiful. Okay, so if you want to go for this, these are your fat quarters. Now, Lizzie said about a good price. £9.99, and that's the one. For 6 pieces. Then
it's 1.5 meters of fabric. It's brand new fabric as well. Beautiful. And 1 metre of fabric, normally quilting cotton is usually about 12, 13, 14, 15 pounds a metre. So this, you're getting a taster of all 6 fabrics, and you'll be able to see how easily they go together. Can you see how those colours are all in there? That lovely, I think now it's raspberry, that corally colour, the turquoise, the navy. See how they've all been pulled out from those the printed fabric. They're stunning. So not only do they work together, but they work individually. You might only want to use 2 of the colours, but you know everything that you choose is going to absolutely work together.
They're really nice.
They are pretty.
I like that on the back as well. It's rather nice. Now, almost 10% of the stock has gone. If you would like to get hold of this, if you would like to get hold of this, that is a happy hour deal. That means for the hour only, and the clock is ticking wherever it is. The clock is ticking for an hour only. Behind us, I can see him bouncing around that corner of my eye. You've got that fantastic deal, saving £6, and it is very busy.
In fact,
already 10% of the stock has gone there.
I'm so pleased that we've got this, because if you missed out on the one-day special, or the one-day special flew by and you weren't around for whatever reason, this may be the first time you've ever seen it, and it is brand spanking new.
And it's on a happy hour deal. Now we've got another happy hour deal, another cracking happy hour deal. Now this is a good one because obviously it's a tool, you can do your embroidery, but a lot of people actually put the finished work in to display it with these, don't they, with the hoops?
I mean, you know, round your crafting area you might want something, you don't want the plain walls maybe, so maybe just putting something in a frame is going to actually make your room look dressed and pretty. You've got the different sort of sizes. You could start with the big one and come down, or the little one and go bigger on your wall. Obviously you can do your work. These are work, like you said, they are tools. So you can put your embroidery in there and actually embroider on the go. This is something, especially the little one and the medium, can be popped into your handbag. It could be that you're going to make something and then you're going to gift it. You can gift it in the hoop.
Which would look really effective.
If you've ever seen the Pink Ink ladies, they actually colour their hoops with their inks and things.
They do, so it matches.
So think about the fact that you could paint paint around yours and glitter those up. The sparkle pens.
Yeah.
They do the job perfectly.
Yeah, they
so
work,
if you've got those, they do. They do.
They do look effective. Now, not only are you getting the 3 hoops, but you are getting the scissors as well in this happy hour deal, which are absolutely gorgeous.
Super, aren't they?
Yeah, I like these.
Very, very traditional, and they're quite a heavy scissor. They do the job. They cut right to the tip. They're everything that you want an embroidery scissor to be.
Yeah.
And they're just perfect for the job. They really are.
Now you are making, and they look pretty.
Yes, they do.
You are making a £3 saving there. It's dropped from £17.98 to £14.98. That is 955551. That's your item number. If you want to go for your happy hour deal, now you can check all your happy hour deals. You can check everything else out on the website at hochanda.com. That's where you're going to see all the goodies that our Lizzie has brought to you today. Please make sure you do check the website as well, because we've got loads of gorgeous extra kits that we haven't shown you yet. But of course, our Rosella was in the other day, just on Sunday, so you will be able to have a look back on those shows and see some of the things that Rosella was doing as well. Now, if you've any questions, this is live telly. So, if you have any questions, if you're not sure about something, if you want to see some of the designs again, then please give us a ring, because we'll be happy to run through those with you. If you do want to ring us, if you want to come through and have a chat, you can do that, obviously. It's live studios. Hochanda.com will get you, studio@hochanda.com will get you in to chat to us. Now, I think that's it, isn't it? Shall we crack on?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, Lizzie, what are we up to?
So, this morning, Yanis challenged me to how many times. We've got to do the same.
Okay. Yeah, I'm interested about this.
Because we have to beat him.
Okay,
Not that I'm competitive.
Okay, how many did you get?
We got 19.
19.
19.
So from one transfer?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And even the lightest, you can actually still see.
Now look, I know that might be difficult to see on TV. I appreciate that because we're on a bright fabric and it kind of bounces, doesn't it? But actually, if you're hand stitching that, you can see that easily, can't you? And funny enough, as you go, obviously this is the last one we didn't count. We did not count this one, so that's my 20th transfer.
Right. Yeah.
But even 19, and you can actually, funny enough, I'm going to try and get that so you can see. You can see how the sepia tone comes out. Now that's where the ink is running out. So you can see I pressed harder here with my iron than I did here because it was leaving some of the mane behind, if you like. So it's interesting to see that even I can't get the pressure evenly over all of it, and it's quite interesting to see. And then when you look at the transfer, it's gone like sort of a sepia colour. So you know you've run out of ink. That's it. That's the end. That's the end of hundreds.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Because if every single image you can do that with, every single image. Right, so
and the other thing we did was in the baby collection there's a sheep. So we decided to do sheep, like imagining it would be on a baby's bed or a pillow or something like that, or a bumper, all of those things. And Yanis wanted a sheep jumping over the fence. Well, we don't have a fence in the collection. It's like, okay, challenge Liz. I had to draw with my heat erasable pen.
Hooray! So you got your little fence.
Okay, it's not Picasso, but what it means is that I can embroider that. I can then heat erase it. Do you know what I mean? Get rid of that. So not only the transfers are amazing with our bouncy sheep.
I love the bouncy sheep at the top.
Yes.
He does look like he is going
somersault. Yeah, he is. And this one's coming over. So even if you miss a little piece out, so for instance, if we look at this little cheapie down here, now I can just about see his little foot, but I can actually use my heat erasable pen to fill that in.
Yeah, of course.
If I want to.
And with that one, I mean, even when they are running out, you don't actually need to do full image.
No, because
you've still got the little face.
Yes.
You know, you've got that sort of license to be quite artistic if you want to be.
The thing is, if you've transferred in one day for whatever reason 20 designs, I'm sure you'll remember what perhaps that piece was missing. Now look, I've just drawn that little foot in with the heat erasable pen, and you can see now that although it was missing, it's now there because I've just drawn that in.
Yeah, and it's perfect.
Yeah, and it's not because It's not because the transfer was running out, it's because I didn't do the iron correctly.
Yeah.
It's user error.
User error, which does happen. I have found this. The heat erasable pens, we've got them on website, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
They should be on the show.
Well, they're there. You're getting your erasable twin pack. You're getting 6 pens in total. That's more than that's 3 times twins or something. £11.98, but if you're a Chanda Freedom member, it's just £10.78, and you're not paying any postage. So you've got a what? 2-pack of 3. Oh yes, yeah.
It's these here, Leonie.
Why did I just want to have them in 2s? Pairs, Leonie, that pairs. 168066, that's your item number. Who cares? You're getting 6 of them. So.
Yeah, and actually you will need them. You'll think, oh, I don't know if I need 2 of every colour. But actually you do need them because you put them... I'm doing that because my craft bag is down there. You put some in your craft bag, you put some in your handbag because, for instance, if you're going to... let's just say you're going to a festival.
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody close to me that wouldn't go to a festival.
I know, right?
You see?
Yeah.
But you could write your name in your coat. With your heat erasable pen.
Yeah, please return. I could write it on my clothes that I'm wearing.
I could write it on you, Leonie. And the thing is, the heat will... you can just iron it away. So it's great for little ones when they go to, like, on school trips and stuff like that.
That's a good idea. So it's a temporary thing.
Yes.
But obviously for this as well, perfect. Because when you stitch over the top, it just disappears.
Of course.
If you do want your pens, £11.98, you are getting 2 packs of 3 for those ones. 168066. Okay, so
this is the one I talked to you about. This was one of the transfers from the Traveller collection, and I used my needle punch tool. So if you've got the needle punch tool, this is the back side of it. Okay, this is the side that has got the transfer, but actually the needle punch does that type of work where you've got the fluffy. That would be my right side. Did you not? It's quite clever.
I haven't seen that. That
and
looks
then
pretty.
This little, you can't see because I've got it in a hoop, but that's the heart of paws. Okay, and you can see that I've just done one little paw. That again was with the needle punch tool, which although this is the side you work on, which normally, let's say, is the wrong side. I love this side because on this side you lose it because it's so fluffy. And this, you've got that lovely clear. Perfect. I mean, it's just gorgeous,
it looks
isn't it?
so tactile. It makes me want to touch it.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's so raised.
Yeah, and then if you feel that.
Oh wow,
nice,
I haven't seen the needle punch tool.
It's worth looking at.
That is really cool. So are we doing the transfer thing first?
Yes.
That is
because
I like that. I'm just going to nick it and just touch it.
It's quite different, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really nice.
Right, do you want to go dogs?
Why wouldn't I?
I know.
You know.
I don't know why I asked the question.
Doggies! So they work a little bit different depending on the print, don't they?
Yes, so polycotton is the most amazing thing when it comes to transfers. They transfer really well on that, or cotton. If you're using anything with texture, it becomes a little bit more tricky. Linen is perfectly fine. But if you try to transfer, let's say, I don't know, corduroy or needle cord or something that's got a texture, you really might struggle a little bit because you've got to imprint that down. So things like tweed and that I really wouldn't bother with.
Sort of obvious in it. If it's nice and smooth, it's definitely going to print.
You know, the tweed that Anthea brings us is quite flat, isn't it?
Yeah, and it'll have to be relatively. I mean, if it's too dark, obviously you're not going to see it.
Yeah, you're limited by that. You know, we've tried to get white transfers. It just doesn't work. It just for whatever reason the technology doesn't work.
Right.
So in each pack you're getting the stitch guide, which is fabulous. You know, when it doesn't matter how long you've been doing embroidery, you actually sometimes do need a reminder of how to do these stitches. Sometimes you can't retain that information.
And if you're brand new, that is so handy.
Very, very handy. So simple backstitch. Now I would say a lot of what you do, I would do backstitch, and in actual fact they reckon about 70% of embroidery is backstitch. So never be worried that you're restraining yourself by just doing that. I think actually that gives a brilliant outline. Then you've obviously got straight stitch, you've got blanket stitch, which could be good for leaves and things like that. Lazy daisy, so pretty for flowers. Chain stitch, French knot, always a good one. French knot is
like
great.
The French knot. Now, I like a lazy daisy as well.
Yeah.
This is with it is funny, it is literally the way Hochanda now that I actually know these stitches.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. You do learn, don't you?
You learn such a lot by watching Hochanda.
You really
do. Then you've got 6 different stitches on the other side as well. So satin stitch is one that you might want to master.
Oh yeah, that looks so effective.
Yeah, that's the filler stitch. So it's entirely up to you. Now, if you look back on Sunday's shows with Rosella, what she's done is got one of the basic designs. I say basic, none of them are basic, but let's just say one of the basic designs, the penny farthing, I think it is, in the Traveller collection. And she's obviously stitched the bicycle, and then she's gone further. She's embellished it with flowers and leaves and vines, and she's kind of trailed everything. It's absolutely stunning. It's got to be worth a watch.
Yeah.
Because, see, when you start off with one thing, you can then start adding.
And that's it, isn't it? These are a base.
Yeah,
and
it's just your starter.
Oh, look at that. Obviously, it's up to you what you stitch on as well. But that little star, because you've got so many different options, you could put a little border, you could put one of your little extra embellishments on it. You know, there's so much you can add to that.
Well, you know,
you could have that dangling. Off a little one of the borders.
Exactly, because obviously I'm looking at the pets now. But now I know in the baby collection there's a border of hearts.
Yeah.
Now you could just cut out just one or two of those little hearts.
Yes.
And actually transfer that onto there.
Yes.
And extend your design.
And this is it, isn't it? You're making your own design effectively.
all the time.
Because you've got the ability. I mean, have a look on that. See, so you could take just one of those and actually have it the wrong way around, so you have the dangly bit there, and then you could dangle that little star off one of those. And you will do that, won't you? You will build up your images to make it your own.
You will, and you know, if you're a paper crafter, don't think this isn't for you, because I think just there to your right, Leonie, there's a card been made with the stitching on, and it is, I'm going to say it's just a back stitch, because it is just a back stitch, a tiny bit of satin stitch in the windows. But look, that's really achievable, Leonie, really achievable.
For a beginner, you could do that.
And
that's for a card, but that image, it could easily be on the front of a diary. You might be putting it on a cushion. I mean, it literally could be anything, and it looks really effective.
Yes.
They look fun to do as well.
They are fun, especially these collections we've brought out this time. Now, look, I'm going to start doing our little pussycat and mouse.
You obviously cut the image out first. Don't try and iron the whole sheet, because you're just going to transfer the whole sheet, which you could if you want to. But so the pressure of your iron will vary the ink that you're transferring.
So I have this little iron gets super hot, which is perfect for embroidery.
So it does need to be hot.
Don't use a steam iron. A steam iron will not work, because they don't get hot enough, which almost seems
mad.
The wrong thing to say. So you need a dry iron, or if you've got a steam iron that you can keep on dry, then use that at its hottest setting. Be aware of what fabric you're using. So obviously you don't want to go super hot on something that's not going to take the heat. Do a little test first. But generally with linens and cottons and things like that, we would normally embroider. A hot setting is perfectly fine. Okay?
Wonderful.
So when you first transfer, look, if I show you this, this is where I've cut the little pussycat and the mouse off from the bottom, and I've left it so there's a quite a big border around all the other designs, because what you've got to be able to do is hold that to be able to put it onto your cardstock onto your fabric.
I get it.
So you don't want to sort of chop too near the designs.
Oh no, I wouldn't have even thought of that. I'd have chopped it out.
Too near, and then you can't. Well, you can use it. Of course, you can use it. But
you
then
just have to be a bit careful.
say...
You're sticking your fingers, don't you?
Yes. So I always try to keep my finger just on the corner there, and I'm sort of, I don't know, 4 seconds, something like that.
Perfect.
So as you go along, you would probably need to hold your iron on there just for that wee bit longer every time, because obviously you've got to transfer that ink.
So your first one, you'd be going and that's
yeah,
it.
3-4 seconds.
Yeah. And then as your ink becomes less and less and less, then you'll need a little bit more.
Yes.
Because you wouldn't want to transfer too much on your first hit, would you?
Well, the thing is, that particular design I'd be wanting to do again and again and again because it's so cute.
It is really cute.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, within that design, you've got the cat, which could be independent. You've got the little mouse, which you could use independent.
Yes.
So you will look at your designs and decide, well, actually, I don't want that one with that one.
Exactly.
But because you're able to print it time and time and time again, you wouldn't need to have the cat with the mouse.
No, you
could literally chop it up.
Of course, and then just place him wherever you want him to be.
He might not be talking to the pussycat.
Well, exactly, it might
he
be
might
an
have his
off
back
day.
to him. He might be like, no, you tried to eat me yesterday. I'm not your friend.
I've got these flowers. You ain't gonna have them.
Yeah, they're not for you. They're for the dog because he's never tried to eat me. He just lets me fall asleep with him in his basket.
Nice and cosy. So,
or is that just my dogs and mice, maybe?
So you might find that depending on the pressure that you put down and the amount of time that you iron on top of the transfer will depend on, if we're transferring a lot of ink, then obviously you're then limiting the lifetime of your transfer.
Yeah.
But like I say, you'll find out quite quickly how your iron reacts with your fabric.
Yes.
And to do a little test run, it's a little bit light there, if you can. So I think if I just now need to hold it just for a little bit longer.
Yeah, to make sure his little head transfers proper.
So we're coming to the last. And it's funny how different designs or different pictures, if you like, transfer different amounts of time.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Because when you think about they look the same, but some of them you've got double.
Yes.
It is funny, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And there's, this is why I say roughly this and roughly that, because it depends on, how many times you've ironed it and things like that. Now, this is really good because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Now, I could probably get 2 more. Yeah. But at home, you might not be able to see, for instance. Now, I can see. Yeah, that's good enough for me to embroider or to do a back stitch on. Yeah, you can see that lovely when it comes up.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so you can... But can you see how it goes like a sepia tone?
Yeah.
And you can see that I've put more pressure here than I have here.
Yeah.
Because that ink is still going. Isn't it strange?
Yeah, it is.
How it works
and it does show if you'd lessened up your pressure on all of it.
Yes.
Like by the end, when you've done like you're on your 50th, then by then you'll be going, hold on a minute.
I should have done it that
Hold on,
way.
lighter.
But if you struggle to see that, then this is where the heat erasable pen comes in, because it's almost like you're going to be joining up the dots. Maybe you need help on this little bit here, or maybe this is for a child in a group, a little 10-year-old, I'd say, if you're going to use a sharp needle, that would need the help of the lines.
Yeah, that need the extra.
And just draw them in. I mean, it's difficult on a hot mat because the pen won't work, of course.
And is it important to have your mat underneath, or just a regular old ironing board?
Right. Good point. Pointing. If Rosella was here, she'd say, don't point, Lizzie. So I've made myself a mat, okay? Yeah. So it's just the same material as you would get for your ironing board.
Right, okay.
And between that and my back piece, I've got a piece of Decaville, which is a really good interlining.
Right.
One of the suppliers brings it here to Hochanda.
So Christine Plummer with bookmaking. Wow, Meg, boom.
So I've got the ironing material, which is the thermal material. Right. Then I've got Decaville. Then I've got this pretty, only because I've made it into a roll, so I can roll this up and wrap it.
Yeah.
What you need is a hard surface. I've put the mat underneath because I'm worried about the table.
Right, okay.
Rather than... At home, I know I would be using this straight onto my table, all right?
Right, okay.
But I don't want Hochanda to bill me
to get angry
over a scorched table.
To go, we're sorry, Lizzie, but we're going to have to march out the building.
To be honest, there's hardly any heat there at all because this is doing its job.
Yes, but just in case.
So you don't need anything squishy.
Right.
You don't want any bounce.
Right.
So you want a fairly hard surface.
Yeah, that
is. A little bit of give.
Yeah, but not
nothing
much. Right,
to worry about.
And that makes a difference. Yeah. So make sure you're on the right surface and obviously get decent material. material. Okay, we're going to have a little pause. I'm going to, we'll come back to our Lizzie. If you want one of the kits on your own, you've got that option as well. So, you could go for the fantasy. If you want to go to the fantasy, you've got the fantasy with, of course, the cottons there with the actual threads. You could, maybe, you're going to go for the traveller. If you're going to go for the traveller, bear with. There it is. Why am I not seeing it? The traveller is there. You could go for the pets. Sorry, for some reason I'm waiting for it to change. It had already done it. You could go for the traveller. You could go for the pets. You could go for the fantasy. Or, of course, you could go for the baby. All of these fantastic prices. And you can do so much with them. Now, if you do want those, remember, it is 480094. That's your item number for these. That's the ones with the threads, obviously. So you have got that option. You've got the other option of without the actual threads. So that one is going to give you... Again, I love the fact that you've got tons of options. This one that you're seeing here, these are with the threads, only £20.97. That one, you've got the traveller and you've got the fantasy there, £20.97. Now, your second option is your baby and your pets. If you'd love to go for those, sorry, I'm trying to get finished samples. Now then, if you do want any of them, 609096. I do apologise, that's called filling while I got all the finished samples, so I had something to show you. Bear with. Let me just sort that out. Right, okay. Okay, so what we have got loads of different transfers. Now, first of all, the full collection, that's the most popular. So this is the one where you've got all the transfers. 80% of stock has gone. Let me show you some of those images that you're getting. So, remember with these, when you iron those on, it's going to be the right way around. That's why it has to be the wrong way around here. Now, this one, of course, is your gorgeous traveller. You are getting your alphabet, so you get your different alphabets. Look at some of these images. So you've got that real steampunk look to these. You've got older images. You've got like vintage images. I love that. That'd look cute on a kiddie's thing as well, wouldn't it? Really pretty artwork. The borders are beautiful. And of course the borders, that is quite generic. You know, you could use that for so many different things. And then again, it's got that proper steampunk look to it. So that's your traveller. Remember, with each one of these, you are getting that guide as well. The guide is going to give you different ideas on your stitching, different ideas to actually create these looks. But if you are brand new, it means you will be able to create something like this, definitely. Isn't it lovely? To travel is to live. Wonderful. And then you've got your penny farthing, which is just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So you've got your wonderful travel. You've then got, hold on a minute, is this my fantasy? Or have I just shown you that one? Have I just shown you that one? I have. Well done. And then you've got your fantasy, so I've swapped them up. Now, your fantasy, again, you have got with the fantasy, you've got your sentiments wrong way around, obviously, it has to be. You've got your alphabets, of course, with the alphabets, you've got 4 different alphabets. Look at these, they are so cute. Really, really sweet, really pretty little images. Again, really usable. You've got fantastic borders on there. And you've got all your beautiful little mermaids. You've got the little fairy there as well. You've got the little seahorse. And of course, with each one, you are getting your stitch guide. Let me show you what these look like, because these look really, really pretty as well. Loads of things you can do. Whether it's going to be, maybe it's going to be a wash bag, maybe it is going to be a beach bag, maybe it's going to be a lovely little towel that you're going to put these images on. It might be, you know, it might be something you're upcycling. It might be a dress that's boring. It might be a t-shirt that's gone and got tomato ketchup all the way down it. Do you know what I mean? So you might be covering stains. It could be anything. It could be anything. Now, that's your first 2, so that one, they come together if you want those. The details are there at the bottom of the screen for you. 609096. They're the 2 with the thread. The most popular is definitely the ones which have just got those transfers. So, with your next lot of transfers, okay, so I'll read that way. So you have got, again, you've got more alphabets. So you've got your little alphabet here. This is from your babies, I believe, yeah. So this is from your babies. So you've got I love the alphabets. You've obviously got more sentiments, which are so cute. Really, really pretty. I might read some of these. You've got Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. You've got Sweet Dreams, Worth the Wait, Dream Big, Love You to the Moon and Back, and More Than All the Stars in the Sky. Oh, yeah, I love them. They're ridiculously cute, ridiculously cute. You've then got more of your alphabet because you've got upper and lower case, and then you've got those beautiful little borders. Don't have to be borders. You can use them as individual elements, or of course you can multiply the borders. Really sweet. Now that's your proper babies, and then we've got fairy babies. So, again, lovely alphabet. You've got that nice big open alphabet, so you can stitch in the alphabet, which again gives you options. You've then got the doggies. So you've got, I love that, look at that. They're really funny. Another open alphabet. Yeah, oh, favourite. That is so cute. The borders are so cute. You've then got, oh, that one's disappeared, bear with. And then, whee, you've got those. And that one says, time spent with cats is never wasted. Life is better with a dog. Absolutely. Love this. Love, live, love, bark. And look, it's got a little paw in it. I like that. Let me just get this one that I've dropped on the floor. Because look, cat pyramid. Look at the cat pyramid. That's it. Pylon. Pylon. That is my favourite image of the lot. That is cute. Let me just show you. Dead quick, dead quick. 85% of stock has gone. Look how cute. Imagine. Look at that. Dream big. That is sweet, isn't it? Really sweet. Love it. Okay, if you do want these, again, you can go for all of them. 202-888. That's your item number. You are getting so many images, multiple images, multiple times that you can use them. In fact, we're reckoning over 3,500. You are going to be doing these until the cows come home. 202-888. That's your item number. Yeah, they probably won't come home. You know, not unless you're going to give them a good home and promise not to eat them. £14.87 for the whole lot, so can't help it. Okay, now, fat quarters. 40% of the stock has gone. This is your happy hour deal. My clock is ticking. Ding, ding, ding. You've got 14 minutes left, that is it, and 25 seconds. It's ticking, it's behind the what's it. Now, if you do want to get hold of these, your fat quarters, these are brand new. They've only been launched recently. Gorgeous, gorgeous fabrics, and you are getting almost a metre and a half of fabric here for just £9.99. You're getting your gorgeous prints. The colours have then been taken out of those prints to give you the solids, which obviously give you that striking finish. Aren't they exquisite? Now, if you'd love to get hold of these, really busy, £9.99, but you need to be checking your basket out on that because obviously we are running out of time. 077339, that's your item number if you'd love to get hold of your fat quarters. Now, lots more besides. Check the website, but we have got another happy hour deal. This is your embroidery hoops. So you're actually getting 3 of your embroidery hoops. You're getting your 3 different sizes. So, of course, you might be using them as the tool because that's what they are, to do your embroidery. You might obviously be using them to display your embroidery as well, which always looks really effective. And then, of course, you have got your lovely embroidery scissors. I mean, you might be giving these as a gift and keeping these, you know, because they are a really lovely little gift, aren't they? Now, if you'd love to get hold of this collection, you're saving £3 at the moment, but it's your happy hour deal. That clock is ticking. So if you do want these, the clock is ticking over there. I'm giggling because of our happy hour clock, and our John stood next to me, happy hour clock. You were sneaking in then, weren't you? 955551. It's your item number, £14.98. That's your price if you'd love to go for those. Okay, you can order on the website, hochanda.com. You can ring us, 01733 602,000. Right, I'm going to show you a couple of other bundles that we've got on the show for you. So, this one. Now, you haven't seen this one yet. We haven't shown you this one. This is our seasonal bundle. The first one that we've got here is our spring and our summer. So the bright, the fresh, the lovely, the happy. Oh, you've got some nice images in there. They're a bit nice. You've got gorgeous flowers. You've got some lovely sentiments again. And, of course, you'll be able to print these time and different alphabets. You've got in there the best time for new beginnings is now. Absolutely. Let's begin new things. Again, lovely. That is at 573632. We've also got for you the embroidery kits. Now, I've never seen these, and these are lovely. You've got 4 options with the embroidery kits. If you want to go for these, you've got what have we got? The vintage trail. We've got your dream catcher. We've also got the cats. And then hello. That is £9.99. Again, you're saving £3 with those. Like them kits, I love the little kits. 565161. Look at that.
Aren't they lovely?
Yeah, that's proper cute, isn't it?
And, you know, it's something that that wouldn't take very long to do. A couple of evenings and that could be done.
Yeah,
because it's done with just the back stitch. Again, I know I keep harping on about that, but actually it's a very effective stitch to do. Yeah, and I love it.
Doable.
Very, very, very achievable. And especially if you decide to do it in just one colour, or make yourself some variegated thread. So, for instance, so the soft tones goes with the baby, yes? Because I think I've got it on here. So in my packet here, you'll be able to see that we've got the 6 colours here, and this is how they come to you. Now, to make a variegated, all you need to do is to pick, let's say, two strands from one colour. So you perhaps 2 strands of this one, and then maybe the grey or even maybe the green of 1 strand, which gives you 3 strands altogether, which is the great amount to do embroidery with. And that way, because they twist themselves, you end up with like a variegated thread.
That's going to look really cool.
Yeah, it's really quite different and easy for you to do.
And it's going to build up really quick as well.
Yes, exactly. And the thing is, if you did the whole lot in just that one colourway, it'll look equally as gorgeous as if you tried to do so many colours. And then
that's
you're not
a
sure
really
which
good
way to
idea.
go. So, I mean, if anybody knows what red work is, look it up if you don't. It literally is red thread on a fabric background, obviously, and everything is done with red thread, and that's why they call it red work. But it doesn't have to be red. It can be whatever colour you want it to be.
Could be bright yellow.
Of course it can. We're looking at the unicorn and the rainbow there. So you could make your own variegated, let's say the peachy coloured with the green, and the whole lot could be done using those 2 colours. I think it would look absolutely gorgeous. And like you say, very achievable.
Yeah, I really like those images. They are really sweet.
They really
Right,
are.
so
I was just thinking about, you know what, this is where you've got the transfers home. You thought, oh, what do I do, what do I do? Of course, you've got all the designs here to choose from, all the borders you can choose from as well, but actually you could make up your own too. So there's a little border here with flowers on, which, to be perfectly honest, it would go with the pets, it would go with the traveller.
Literally. It'd go with the spring and the summer.
So I've literally cut 5 of those little flowers out to start myself a border.
Lovely.
So I'm going to just get you to work, Leonie. Could you cut out the little giraffe, the elephant, the pram?
You're not having a laugh, are you?
Don't forget not to cut the black line.
So what do you want?
If you do the giraffe, that'll do. I'm
having trouble remembering what a giraffe looked like then. That's ridiculous. I thought, which one's a giraffe?
Yeah, which one is the giraffe? So
the one that isn't an elephant, Leonie. Top clue.
So I've cut myself a piece of fabric. So that could be the border of something. It could be the bottom of a quilt. It could be the pillowcase that sits near the baby on the baby's chair or something like that. And we're literally going to transfer those little flowers. Keep your finger on it just to make sure it's transferred. Let's just.
So your iron does have to be hot. What about if your iron has to be on?
Hot.
It has to be
on and hot.
And on. So, what if you were going on to, because when we were chatting in the break, on things like faux leather, You know, things that you're going, oh, with your iron?
Yes. Well, I would put a cover over. I would always use, that's fine, I would always use something to protect the faux leather.
Right.
And obviously go careful.
Yeah.
Try it out on a little tester piece first. Could you cut me the elephant now, please? So it's just all the time it's testing things out before you commit to it.
Yeah.
But I've seen the most exquisite free motion embroidery on our faux leather.
Wow,
so if
really?
you think about the possibility, I know,
oh my
the possibilities of what you can do. Oh, look at that, that is stunning. In fact, I might have to do him the other side as well. Tuck his tail over the flowers.
The images are dead cute, aren't they?
And this is where you can make your own border up. So if the giraffe or the elephant is something pertinent to that family or to that child, then use it. And so all you're doing is...
you could put the little name in between.
You could, and the weight and all of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can customise. That's the great thing about it.
Yeah,
and all we're doing
how easy is that?
Yeah, it is. And don't be afraid of going over the top. You can see I've gone over my giraffe.
I have, yeah, of course. So, with the actual ink, is it an erasable ink that's used?
No,
So it's a permanent?
It will fade.
Right.
You know, if you put these, if you put this in the sunshine, because listen, trust me, I've been on my hollybobs, sat outside on the chair, you know, the lounger outside the motorhome, and the pattern has disappeared before my eyes because I have mine quite faint, and literally I've had to try and do it again just to make
hilarious.
Sure.
So the heat has actually made it disappear.
Yes, and it doesn't. It kind of goes sepia. You know, we were talking about that before. It kind of goes sepia. So, so just be aware, in bright sunlight it will fade.
So maybe don't work on the big ones in bright sunlight.
So you can see,
they are cute.
And just there, where I've kind of missed his leg a little bit, with my heat erasable, which, here we are, see, I can see it, but I know you might not at home, so I can actually draw this in.
Yeah.
I could look at my design to make sure it's hot, so that my pen's not working.
Well, of course, because it's on the hot thing, so your pen's lighting.
Yeah, don't think your pen's run out. It's because it's on a hot board. But you can actually draw him in now, you see, just where... So don't try to put the transfer back.
Yes.
I would always... in fact, it's got a little dotted line there. I think this is just absolutely the cutest thing ever.
I do. Look at his little face.
And there we are, you see. So you've kind of rectified something that you might have thought was a complete disaster.
But easy.
It's not.
And because when you're doing your stitching anyway, no one's going to be going, well, actually, you know,
he didn't
that
have a
foot's
circle
not
on
quite,
yes.
no one's going to be doing that.
They're going to say that this is absolutely beautiful. Thank you. That's what
they are
saying.
Yeah, they are, because they are gorgeous gifts. I think with things like this as well, it's the process of actually doing the stitching.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
Sit in front of the TV, get one of the hoops. The small hoop is good on your lap. The medium hoop is good on your lap, and even this one, look, will go into the hoop. This little one here with the giraffe.
Yes.
That would. I'll go put it over the top so you can see. Let me just get it so you can. I'll hold it up.
Oh yeah, perfect.
So you could actually hoop that. And Rosella talked about wrapping your hoop with fabrics and things like that to make them...
To make the frame, to make the hoop look amazing.
And yes, make it pretty. Or, of course, you can paint it, things like that. So
that looks really nice, especially with flower border, because that flower border, that looks really effective.
It's all it takes your eye along, doesn't it? And you've made that border from this big. We've taken 5 little pieces and we've made it that big.
Yeah.
And...
amazing.
Yeah.
So much you can do.
Fabulous.
Yeah, these are cool. Okay, if you do want to get hold of these, you know what to do. Remember your happy hour deals. The happy hour deals, of course, we are running out of time with them. You've literally only got 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 34 seconds. A minute and a half left on shoulder, but 3 minutes to get hold of those happy hour deals. 955-511. No, it isn't. 955-551. If you're going for the hoops, if you want to go for the fat quarters, 077-339. And these are flying out the door. No wonder you're saving £6. £6 there, and the material is beautiful. 077-339. You've transfers, you're getting so much for your money here. Lovely designs, you can use them over and over again. We are approaching limited. Okay, if you do want all of those, approaching limited stock now. 202-888, look at that. Oh,
Yeah.
that is cute.
Yeah. Now, and think about extending the design. Think about what Rosella did. If you look back, because it's really worth it, look what she did, because she did the penny farthing, and then she extended it by adding her own little flowers. So what you could do is use your pen and actually draw in things if you want, like vine and flowers and things like that, and actually extend your design. Well, when you're confident, I'm not suggesting you go straight into that if you've never done it before. But look at this, easy to make that cushion.
If you are making things to sell, personalised dog things, not being funny,
be back on that stall again, Leonie.
You would, you would be selling a fortune.
You would.
Oh, Lizzie, thank you ever so much.
Thank you. It's been fun.
And thank you very much. Do check your baskets out because these are lovely. Thank you. Coming up next, we are another chance to see the best of La Blanche. We've then got the incredible Lavinia stamps, and then it's your one-day special with Craft Buddy.
Hochanda have yet again partnered with Create It Events to bring you the Hochanda Hub, the inspirational craft, hobby and art roadshow. This is a one-day event where Create It have lined up many of your crafting favourites, including Be Creative, Stamp Addicts, Chocolate Baroque, Crafty Individuals, Dolly Dimples, Powertex and many more. There will also be opportunities for you to get crafty with a fantastic selection of demonstrations and various make and takes. So come along and meet other members of the Hochanda family on Saturday, the 8th of September at Gateshead International Stadium, Tyneham Wear. Get your tickets here today and we'll see you there.
Hi, my name's Jodie Johnson from Tonic Studios. Now, how did I start crafting? I started just after school. I actually went to catering college and I started as a pastry chef. And that's where all my skills came, when I was moulding and shaping the petals. I was that lady making the cards, making the gifts, going to the farmers markets, but I was in the right place at the right time. And I ended up with a job at Tonic Studios by somebody showing Tonic my work. My dad always said, if you want a precise job, you need the correct tool. Now, I thought he was joking when he talked about planes and chisels and all that business. But if you do want the correct tool, Tonic is going to provide that for you. Now, here at Hochanda, we share all our skills, all our experience, all the little hints and tips with you. So come and join me here on Hochanda with Tonic Studios.
Kalal All-Purpose Glue is a solvent-based adhesive and is fast-drying with an incredibly strong bond. This wet glue can be used on paper, card, cork, wood, fabric, glass, and is perfect to use with your Coordinations cardstock. This fantastic deal consists of 4 100ml bottles. To stock up, go to hochanda.com.
Hello there, a very good afternoon. Welcome to Hochanda. I hope you're having a nice day with us. I've been looking forward to this show all day, actually, because Kelsey's been with us since this morning. Welcome to Hochanda.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Great to
La
be here.
Blanche is the brand. Now, I've been doing other things and on air as well, and I've missed the shows today, but I've looked through the show, and it's amazing. It's been such a popular range already. Welcome to Hochanda. Good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Tell us a little bit about how you... it's only the third show that you've done with us today, isn't it?
That's right.
Tell us a bit about La Blanche.
La Blanche, we're a company based in Germany and started about 20 years ago. Our owners started selling in Germany on TV. So all our products here, we've developed them specifically for a television market. So these things you will not find in retail stores, crafting stores anywhere.
We like things that are a bit different.
That's
they're a bit
right.
Exclusive.
And we design everything in-house as well, so very exclusive and different.
And Jacqueline is the owner of the company, and she's here with us today as well, and she's designed all of this. And we've got some amazing products coming up. So sit down and join us for the whole hour if you can. This is the last hour from Kelsey. Rosie and LeBlanche for today. And of course, we're launching our birthday in a couple of hours' time at 6 o'clock, so lots to look forward to today. But let's start by showing you something that 75% of the stock has gone already. These stencils, they're laying out just in front of us there. I'll get the board behind me actually to show you these, because these are stencils that are a little bit different, aren't they? These have actually got like a tackiness to them.
That's right. They're self-sticking. And the glue, they're reusable, so you can use them multiple times. They'll stick to multiple surfaces. So as you can see here, they work on wood, they work on paper, on plastic, on metal, and they're flexible. So of course, they go great on a curved surface or round things as well.
Now you're getting all 14 of these flexible stencils. Lovely patterns, as you can see, like a Hessian, a fabric pattern there, the look of brickwork and so on, and tiles and mosaics. But all of these patterns are included, and they are totally reusable again and again and again. 75% of the stock is gone. They're only £18.99, so it's working out not much over £1 per stencil, to be honest with you.
And can I show you, these are just some examples of what we made this morning. You can use a multiple different variety of mediums on these. So the top one you can see we've done with distressed ink.
Like it.
It makes a really great background. The other one you can see that's with a little white modeling paste on a printed surface. So that's a really cool effect.
And look at this, because they're flexible, they can go around cylindrical objects like this. How beautiful is that, using a texture paste again?
Yeah, that one I've done with heavy body gel as well.
Right, wow.
Yeah. So very versatile, use them on many different mediums.
New today then, they are £18.99. I can see why so many of you have already ordered them today. They're fantastic, incredibly flexible, and they've actually got a carrier sheet on the back as well. So when you finish using them, just wash them off and put them back on the carrier sheet. They keep their tackiness.
Yeah, can I give you a quick tip?
Yeah.
You want to actually put them right back onto the plastic right when you're done, and then when you wash them off, you don't run the risk of damaging them, and you'll get more uses out of them as well that way.
Fabulous. And of course you can use them on your cards, you can use them on all your mixed media projects as well. They are £18.99. We're thinking they're probably going to sell out actually, so just a heads up on that one. 488345 is your item number, and there they are, all 14 of those. Now we've also got, as I'm sure many of you who've watched the shows earlier today, we've got some amazing kits for you. This is, I think, what LeBlanche really kind of exceed in. They're putting together all sorts of different images and all sorts of different items together in a bundle. And then, rather than just saying, well, there's the bundle, there's the kit, off you go, carry on crafting, they give you a fantastic project book for lots of inspiration.
That's
if
right.
I just flick through this, all of these projects in here, and indeed elements from them, you can take from this magazine.
Exactly. These are all pictures from just the last year of what we've made. If you need help with inspiration or ideas, you can always find something in there. So that's a really great, it's like a little gift.
That's a great idea.
A little bonus.
And a great introduction to LeBlanche as well.
That's
and
right.
in the kit, we've got here embossed puffy stickers. Now, these are fascinating. Look at these. They look incredibly regal and very unusual and different. Don't see these very often.
Yeah, these are something that I've hardly seen anywhere as well. I love them. They're really easy to use. As you can see, they're all 3D.
Yeah.
So once you get them in your card or your layout, it just adds a really, really great effect.
Paper flowers?
Paper flowers. You get 48 little paper flowers. These stickers, you get 38 stickers total.
Excellent.
So you get a lot of these.
And then you get these paper strips as well. Let me just show you the 12 by 12 papers. It's easy to show you those first. These are absolutely stunning, and they're double-sided as well. I mean, Leonie was in an element in the earlier show, and you can see exactly